switch. Yeah. I know y'all ain't expect to see my ugly mug up here on no damn Sunday. You did.
Was bracket.
Oh, hold on. I got my shit doubling.
Is it really?
No. That's me.
Oh, okay.
It. Don't trip. Let me stop this music, though. Yeah. I know y'all see my ugly mug up here, but y'all know I don't do Sundays for real. You feel me? But this is a special edition of 913 Boxer and the Judge's Table. You understand me?
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about? So I know y'all like, what the fuck Slick doing up here on a goddamn Sunday? This nigga always talking about he gonna come on the next day and don't never do it. But
you up on my channel, man, like bruh man from the fifth floor, four fingers.
There you go, four fingers up.
Hey, hold on, Slick, what you doing here? I was coming to make me some sandwiches.
Yeah, right.
What's up with you, Punch?
What it do, Punch?
Yeah, man, you gonna I would really love to hear your input on this subject you got. Nigga, you see the title?
Yeah,
you
man.
See the title.
Get your ass up here. Get your ass up here, because a lot of capping going on in these streets, and we got a lot of shooting to do. You understand me? It should be a lot of heat in this episode for sure. You understand me? With no fucking problem. We talking about extendos and all of that shit. Let them go.
And first and foremost, bro, I'd like to salute the homie IOTBA for inspiring this video. Your ass got Cook Boy over in your channel. I'm just saying, on bloods.
Salute to the homie IOTBA, man.
Real though, you did get cooked though. You got cooked.
You did inspire 913 to do a show, man. Immediately, he was like, "I'm going live tonight."
I do. I do a show as much as Errol Spence fights.
Right.
Real talk though, bro.
Oh shit.
Seriously though, I think.
Oh shit.
Last time I did a show, nigga, was Errol Spence fault and shit. God, you know, I'm on that PBC schedule. You know what I mean?
Yeah, every 2-year ass motherfucker.
You. Real talk.
But you got it. You got it better though. At least I ain't you ain't fighting no my hand-me-downs though. So you good.
What's up, locals?
You know what I'm talking about? You ain't fighting my hand-me-down.
Man, look.
You know what
I'm talking about? Man, the question.
Or you didn't wait till I retire to try to go through my catalog and fight the same fighters and become somebody.
That shit's soft in a motherfucker though.
Locos Notepad, what's happening, baby?
But yeah, man, the question I'm posing tonight, man, to the chat, man, and anybody wants to come up on the panel, man. The link is in the chat too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is Errol Spence Jr. a Hall of Famer or not? Yeah. And if he is, I'd like you to come up here and explain why you think he's a Hall of Famer.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be afraid to take the link. Ain't no judgment. We respecting everybody's opinion. We just want to be enlightened. Like I say, we ain't the know-it-all be-alls. We just want to know. Because, like, to be fair, the Spence-aholics brung it up. That's why I call them now Spence-aholics, because y'all drunk off of this fandom. So y'all brung it back up, bro. Y'all went haywire ever since this man made this statement. And it wasn't even the first time he made this statement. And it's just, I just think they wanted something to resurface off of. So y'all have resurfaced. Don't be afraid to speak. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to speak, bro. And I'm on record yesterday of saying I think he go get in there just based off the type of criteria they go off today. You get what I'm saying? But that's not the question. The question is, do you think he deserves to go to the Hall of Fame? You know what I'm saying?
And my answer is, like I said, is Errol Spence Hall of Fame or nah? I say fuck nah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, he's on his way to being a Hall of Famer. I feel like there's still meat on the bone, though.
Hold on. Before you get to that, though, don't do that. We can get to that. We not finna put out there what could or should have happened. Let's go with why the fuck you think he just not.
Okay. Well, shit. Nigga, we did a deep dive. Truth be told, we just did a deep dive, me and Slick 50. We did a deep dive in his resume. And you know what we found out? Just looking at the pure resume, a lot of people are attacking Timothy Bradley and saying his resume wasn't shit, and he's in the Hall of Fame, so Errol Spence should be in the Hall of Fame. We just did a deep dive on Timothy Bradley's resume, and Timothy Bradley's got probably about 10, 15 contenders on there. He's probably got about like 2, 3 Hall of Famers he's fought.
Yep.
Timmy, welcome into the Hall of Fame, buddy. Good job. You did your shit.
Yeah, he just another case of not promoted, you know what I'm saying, and wasn't likable in the public.
Yeah, so
His
that
style of fight
dispels
wasn't
that
for
rumor.
everybody.
You know what I mean? And then we did a deep dive in Errol Spence's shit. And you know what we found out? We did a side-by-side deep dive between Errol Spence and none other than Keith Thurman. And what did we find out, Slick 50?
Yeah, man. Basically fought Keith Thurman leftovers. And the thing is, if y'all think Earl should be in there, Keith Thurman definitely should be.
Because Keith Thurman has a better resume.
Way better.
Way better. Way, way better.
Way better.
Yes. Where Spence had a Chris Algieri, Thurman had a Diego Chavez.
Mm-hmm.
Jose Soto Corraz.
Yep.
Robert Guerrero. You know what I mean? He's got all these names on here.
Yep.
And everybody that Spence beat, he beat first.
Facts.
Big facts. So, I mean, it would be easy to say that you fought all the Thurman's late leftovers.
Bruh, Mario Barrios, Manny Pacquiao, Jose Cito Lopez, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Luis Collazo, Robert Guerrero, Leonard Bundu, Julio Diaz, Soto Corraz, you know what I'm saying? Chavez. Come on, bro. And if you go down even further, you got other motherfuckers. It's like, come on, bro.
It to be honest,
but they'll shit on Thurman.
Hey, man, I'm kind of blinking my eye twice. Maybe Thurman is a Hall of Famer.
Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. And he done it twice. But like I said, his shit could be even more stamped if he didn't take the 2 years off. But the thing is, though, we not shitting like, oh, Earl this, Earl that. It's just the point. You know what I'm saying? And people keep bringing my favorite boxer up. Salutes to St. Louis, man. Locos Notepad, man. I like you. I like you. You know what I'm saying? But look, Marvin Hagler did one thing and many things at that weight division. He became undisputed. And he fought all the names.
And he had a record number of title defenses too, bro.
12, I believe it was 12. And then on top of that, he was held back. And he did this in a short span. They had to force them fights. So that's a bit different from taking a man that everybody was looking over. He come in and he started dominating like a motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? No, you can't compare Earl to that, bro.
And during this title run, it was only like 2 people that went the distance with him. One of them was Duran, and the other one was Ray Leonard, and Ray Leonard beat him. So think about it like that. So all these little bullshit ass, janky ass comparisons that they trying to do with Errol Spence, y'all got to knock it off, bro. It's still meat on the bone. It's literally still meat on the bone, bro. Like, you got shit you got to do. You got work to do. You know what I mean?
And that's my thing. It's still time. Instead of saying he should be this and that and harping over what Bud is saying, tell that man to come back because he still got time to make that claim.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's saying because he only got 3 belts. No, he's not going. He still has time to make that claim with no problem.
And see, this is the thing. Even like with and I swear I didn't want to bring this up, but just like the Wilder interview that just happened.
And hold on, I want to ask you. I said he did. Oh, you said he did. My bad. I thought you were asking. I apologize, Locos. My bad. I thought you said, did he fight the 4 Kings? I was about to say, yeah. What? Well, okay, go ahead. My bad.
But yeah,
I read your statement wrong. My bad.
I didn't want to bring it up, bro, but it was just like the Wilder interview to 78. Shout out to 78 for having that video too, bro. But you hear these guys talk, and motherfuckers talk like There's no such thing as time.
Right.
Time waits for no man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, these motherfuckers is literally talking like Earl Spence is going to be around in the next 15, 20 goddamn years. And
Yeah.
that's just not the case. You got
Right.
a short amount of time, and bro, you going to have to make that shit happen.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
just like Deontay Wilder, oh shit, I'm gonna fight Joshua maybe next year or the year after. What the fuck?
And
Nigga,
the
you
fight,
72 years old by the grace of God.
and here's the thing. I give it to Earl for getting each belt one by one. Credit due for that. You know what I'm saying? I give it to him that he accomplished the 3 belts. But based off the fighters that we know who beat him first, he should not had denied the fight in, what was that, 2022? When he was supposed to fight who? Keith Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
Then I wouldn't be able to say, well, Keith Thurman beat him first. Well, hell, he beat the man who beat him first, so then fuck it. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He should have fought Keith Thurman. And arguably, he can come back and still fight who? Keith Thurman.
And I'm telling you, fellas, that Keith Thurman fight not happening with Errol Spence. For one, that's the best fight he could make right now, strategically, and as far as him cleaning up him and Keith Thurman would be fighting for a solid silver medal of this era. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm starting to believe that maybe because if you think about it, it was only a few guys that was punchers back then. There was really certified punchers, and Thurman was one of them. Errol Spence wasn't a puncher. He was kind of a B puncher, you know, kind of grind you down. He was a doubles hitter. He wasn't, you know what I mean, a home run hitter, but he get on base. He
Right.
was a doubles hitter. But one time Thurman was one time Thurman.
Right.
And I'm not just saying this like one time Thurman was a world beater, but goddamn, I would challenge everybody, if you know your boxing and if you know these names, look at their resumes side by side and make a
Right.
comparison. And
Right.
he needs to fight that guy. It makes sense. The Florida boy versus the Texas boy in Texas Stadium. The whole South would pull up.
Uh-huh.
Miami niggas
100%.
be coming down. Dallas niggas, Houston niggas, all over the place. Good fight.
Facts.
Markability.
Loco Snowpass says Spence went to another country for his first title, beat a solid Sean Porter. Triple G only fought Canelo, and he dug fights of Charlo, Boo Boo for their titles. Those two last names, I can agree with you. I do. The two he did some ducking just like Canelo did, right? But he did fight Canelo 3 times, right? They gonna hold on to that, and he beat a lot of hype jobs at that time, like Curtis Stevenson's. Who else he beat? I'm trying to remember. Gabe Rosado, I know that was on there. I remember him fighting him. I remember fighting Curtis Stevenson. Daniel DeGale, he was a hype job from England. Ain't Daniel DeGale from like UK, some fucking where? I remember that because, yeah, Daniel DeGale.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
He, Marco Rubio, Antonio Rubio. Oh, I'm missing some of it. Lemieux was a hype job back then. Willie Monroe Jr. Who else was it? He had a lot of people on there like where they was hyping up. I'm just gonna say that. That way I was like, I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? He beat Kell Brook himself. I remember that one. I can't remember. I can't remember. But
He said Steve Rose.
Steve Rose. He beat Steve Rose. Who else? Dervinchenko. Ryota Murataya. I can never say his last name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Ryota Murataya. Says Meta. But those names, some of them names, I was like, they were solid. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, he was the perfect hype job. And you know, back then, they was looking for the next what? Great White Hope. They really was. They was like, oh, he's knocking out everything. Nobody can stand. But he had some names on there where they could tout, you know, like, woo, you know, but if you watch boxing, you could tell when a fighter ain't gonna be around like that.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. If you watch boxing, you could tell some of them wins that fighter wasn't gonna be around long. You get what I'm saying? So they weren't gonna age well, bro. But I'm just saying, to his point, like, if Triple G gonna go, if he goes, because that's what they was looking for at that time, a Great White Hope. You get what I'm saying? That's why they felt Triple G was gonna beat the shit out of fucking Canelo, bro. They felt like it's about to be over. He's gonna demolish Canelo. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never was big on Triple G either, though. I
No,
looked up one day
no.
and he was fighting, and they was like, he's the greatest middleweight next to Marvin Hagler.
Yeah,
And I was like,
I'm
hold on,
telling
wait,
you,
nigga,
bro.
what the fuck? Where? I'm like, where this nigga come from?
Yeah, out of no fucking words,
I'm
because
like,
he
who
can
the
punch
fuck is
hard,
this
bro. The
dude?
pressure, it's the pressure. He's like a monster in the man. I remember all that shit, bro. And he was like a hype job that was beating a lot of the other hype jobs. You get what I mean?
Yeah, boy.
So you knew what like not to take nothing away from him, because I really like what he's doing right now, trying to keep boxing in the Olympics. So I like that. You know what I'm saying? But bro, at the end of the day, like you had to know what you was looking at, and at
Yeah,
that
this ain't
for the
that. At the end of
entertainment
the day,
factor,
this wasn't that.
yeah, you know what I mean. But the entertainment factor, that's how they go try to let his ass in, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
fuck that. Nah, because
that's why.
you
But
had
he
a
did
draw.
duck the real smoke. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
had
when
a
we want to
draw in
fight,
your
boo boo
biggest
boo.
fight, bro, and then your next biggest fight with Canelo or whatever, nigga, you had another draw, and we didn't forget that Andre Ward Shabako too, where you was like, yeah, I fight him, and then you turned around and was like, nah, he too big. Yeah, we didn't
Mm-hmm.
forget that, bro.
Now he
So
lost the second one. He lost the second one to Canelo.
yeah, but
Uh,
you drawed your first one and you lost your second one
yeah.
and third one.
Yeah. I think he won. I'm young. I thought he won the first one. I ain't gonna say. I
Yeah,
did.
but that was more of a scratch and sniff kind of fight.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
the
It
reason
wasn't
why it
like
was a
down.
draw because
Right.
nobody was like dominant,
It
dominant,
wasn't
dominant.
dominant. Yeah.
That's not a fight that I would want to watch again. It was like two motherfuckers. It was like me and you in your backyard, drunk off of Hennessy. Come on, we about to fight. And we
Right.
really don't want to hurt each other, bro. That's
right.
what that fight was, man. Scratch and sniff.
I ain't gonna lie, because I was disappointed too, because I was happy Canelo was fighting somebody around the same weight. You know what I'm saying? Because I was
Yeah.
like you back then, where I was like, this motherfucker Canelo keep fighting these little motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was amped up for the fight, because we knew Triple G was coming heavy too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Triple G was a big dude, man. You know what I mean? People forget them things, and like I say, he was a hype job, beating a lot of the other hype jobs. Like when you hear
But
Derek
I
Chico name
think
today, you be like, he ain't shit.
Danny Jacobs arguably beat him to me.
Yeah, hey, that's right. I ain't say his name, Danny Jacobs. Right,
He
right.
arguably beat him.
Yeah, until that they thought that knockdown sold it when he got knocked down.
Bro, it was like at one point, only thing Triple G had to do was go the distance and he was gonna get the win. You
Yep.
know what I mean? They wanted to make him somebody invested a lot of money in
Yeah.
making him like the hype job.
He was the next great white hope.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, I didn't know who the fuck he was. And this is back when HBO days
Came out of nowhere,
came
bro.
out of nowhere. Like, he's the next best thing since Marvin Hagler. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Who is he?
Yep.
And I seen him fight an absolute nobody and obliterate their ass.
Yep. And they were trying to equate because of the way he fought going forward. You know what I'm saying? That was why they was comparing him to Hagler. But no, hell no. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I don't see it, bro. The way he moved out here, nah.
No, bro. So it's just like, you know what I mean? Nah, bro. At the end of the day, nah. So I agree with you. But if Triple G get in, they're all gonna get in. That's why I said the criteria of today is what they would have did in the 90s or maybe in the early 2000s totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta do your research when you got it ain't just the newspaper writers, sports writers anymore. There's like fanboys in that on that committee now.
You know who's in the Hall of Fame that I just really like? Just it's cringeworthy. Where everybody's talking shit about Timothy Bradley. I think most of that is hate because Timmy gonna come there and speak his motherfucking mind, and a lot of people just hate him because your favorite fighter who you're dick sucking, Timmy's gonna trash this nigga.
Yeah, bro.
So
Yeah,
that's why it's a lot of hate. But you motherfuckers really should be mad at Carl Froch. Carl Froch, what the fuck did Carl? Now that one right there. And while we've been doing this Errol Spence debate with a lot of guys, right?
mm-hmm.
If a motherfucker would have called out Carl Froch, I would have been like, nigga, you got me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
Carl Froch, I don't even know what the fuck. Only noteworthy fight I remember him fighting was some niggas in the Super Six that wasn't really about shit. And
Mm-hmm.
he got his ass whooped by Andre Ward.
Mm-hmm.
They was like the finals of the Super Six, wasn't they?
Mm-hmm.
But if you think about it though, and this is no slight on Ward, but I gotta call the truth, bro. The
Hold
Super
on, hold
60.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Salutes to the queen of the channel right now.
Oh
Read your chat.
shit.
Read your chat.
Hey baby. Your sexy ass. Sexual chocolate in the motherfucking house. That's right, baby. Tell them motherfuckers hit the like and subscribe button.
Damn right.
I'll be done with this shit in a minute, baby. But anyway, little bro, if you don't bring your ugly ass up here, nigga, because I really want to hear your take on it. Real shit.
But
I
yeah,
really want to hear his take on it. Real shit. And I don't even want you to put it in the comment section. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear punch it on this one. Real shit.
damn right. So like I said, I will give like Earl his credit on the tenure he did, right? When he starts saying that he don't do tune-ups, he don't want to fight regular motherfuckers. That I want to say that started with who? After Chris Algieri.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Algieri, then he fought Bundu, which who beat Bundu already?
Motherfucker Thurman.
Thurman. Then he got his shot, and that was Kell Brook.
Yep.
I
But
want to say
GGG it already.
Was Ocampo next, or was it Peterson?
What's up, bro?
I think it was Peterson, then Ocampo.
And see,
And
that's
then
the
that's when
thing,
shit
bro.
got greasy for me because then he brought up Mikey Garcia.
That's the thing, bro.
And
Like
then he did Sean Porter.
when
Danny Garcia,
you only dealing with one side of
Ugas.
the street, you're gonna recycle your fighters the same way. If you look at it like this, it's strange because Spence is more popular, right? But really, when you really look at it, his career was a carbon copy of Thurman's. They had a product, they had an assembly line on how to move welterweights, who they was gonna feed to their welterweight.
Mm-hmm.
It was an assembly line.
Mm-hmm.
They had so much love for Adrian Broner, they put him on Porter. They didn't put him on Thurman or Spence, did they?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's an assembly line. And fuck, Thurman kept on getting injured. All right, fuck that, bitch. You was sitting on the bench. Nope. And we gonna strip you of your titles.
Mm-hmm.
Danny, we like you. So we gonna give you the title that we stripped. The WBC, we gonna give you the WBC that we stripped from Thurman, and you can fight for that shit. But we like Sean too, so we gonna put Sean in the ring against you. Sean, take that shit.
Yeah, Locos, they had all the stars because they was promoted to be.
It was all stars, bro.
They poached them from Golden Boy.
See, Loco, bro, this is the thing you have about boxing. You have talent, pure boxing talent. Motherfuckers who can beat the shit out of somebody. And then you have markability, which is like the it factor. You feel me?
Right.
And the thing is, talent is always gonna beat markability. But markability is what makes money. So you have to pick your spots if you're a promoter because you're not in it for the talent, you in it for the money.
Right. And you
so
gotta
your
think that's why a
marketable
lot of their
fighters,
fights. Right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah. So your marketable fighters, you have to be careful and make sure you cash them in at the right time against the motherfucker with talent.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And fighters are so goddamn fragile that motherfuckers can gas them up, and in their mind, you really think that you're the shit. You really think that you're like the best thing since motherfucking sliced bread, but really you trash. And anybody who has a trained boxing eye, maybe a former fighter, maybe a former fighter that's coaching motherfuckers, maybe a nigga that was just watching fighting all their life, sitting on their daddy lap when they was a kid.
Put that
You
up.
feel me?
No, go up one.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Exactly. Read that one.
Top Rank got the talent. PPC got them exactly, bro. Now you
And
hear me.
so all we're saying is like, if you go through like you said, they had the 147. Go look. They mostly all their fights is in house. All in house. Let's not forget that Mike Garcia fight came by way because he had just left who? Top Rank. He sat on the shelf for some years to get out that Top Rank contract. and then he got on the fights and he got hot. That was the only reason he took that fight because Mikey was hot as fish grease after he left Top Rank, bro. He was hot as fucking
And let
fish
me let
grease.
me give you some game though, locos. You know Bud fought Igor Kavalauskas, Mean Machine. Did you know that Mean Machine, when Bud fought him, was an undefeated Olympic gold medalist?
Right. Just
He
wasn't
was an
marketed.
undefeated Olympic gold medalist. And they said, "Oh man, he almost got dropped by Mean Machine." Well, guess what? The motherfucker he had talent, but he wasn't marketable.
Right. He wasn't marketable. It ain't marketable.
Meanwhile, you got dropped by Mean Machine. But they talking about Chris Algieri like he the shit. And Chris Algieri's marketable, so
Right. Dude came
motherfucker
out looking
Spence
like he was
beat
gonna
Chris
play tennis or
Algieri, and
something.
so they think that fight's the shit.
Yep.
But he really trash.
Yep.
It's the same shit over and over again. If y'all really just opened up your eyes and really seen what the fuck was going on with the sport, it's really motherfuckers out there with talent, and it's really motherfuckers out there that's marketable.
That's because like
It's
the
just
world,
like
it's like the shoe world real quick. It's like you got hype beasts, right? And then you got sneakerheads. A hype beast just buy what's new that came out that weekend. Like what's the latest Jordan? They don't even care. They just because it's the latest and they want to be first. You know what I'm saying? And the quality of shoes and things like that, they get shitted on because it's not the latest shoe that's out. So I would spend my money on the best looking quality shoe versus the latest thing that came out. You know what I mean? And that's how the game is with these finicky fans because they want to follow the hype train. The hype train may not be what it seems to be, but then you got this guy over there that's putting in real work and beating ass. Who is he? Don't nobody know who he is. He can't be worth shit. What? Okay, put him in the ring with him. Then that guy get to calling your favorite fighter out. Then y'all make excuses like, why would he fight him? Don't nobody know who he is. That ain't no. He ain't gonna fight him. The promoter will keep him away from him because you not finna come over and fuck my cash cow up. You not finna do that. Case in
hey, let me
point.
give you examples, Slick, and
Let
this
me
just
let me
gonna
let,
make you
let
laugh,
me
bro.
let me do this one more, and then I promise. Case in point. Bud was whooping ass, but he wasn't marketable. Whooping ass over there. He asked for one specific name. And people forget, he was not coming after Errol Spence. He was coming after who? Manny
Keith Thurman
Pacquiao first.
and Manny Pacquiao.
Right? He went to get the belt from over there from Jeff Horn, not for Earl, but for who? Not Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao. He told him, come get your fucking belt. Remember that? Bob specifically said during the telecast, no, I don't want to get my friend hurt. That was maybe true. It might be friends, but who was his cash cow at the time? Manny Pacquiao.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I put this guy and I can't mark it in with my cash cow? No, I'm not doing it.
Salute, Mark. What's up, bro?
Salute, Mark.
And everybody hit that like button, man. Make my likes look like my viewers, bro.
Damn right. Hit that
But
like button, hit that subscribe button, y'all.
this is a prime example, and I know you're gonna get a couple of chuckles out of this. Because maybe you fell for the banana in the tailpipe too when we was younger, right? Um I picked Tito Trinidad to knock out Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah.
Markability versus talent.
Yeah.
That is the prime example. When I was young and dumb, I picked Tito Trinidad to
Everybody
knock
thought
out.
Tito was like that dude.
You understand what I'm saying now?
he,
You hear me now?
he was great. But we thought like he's gonna take over.
Yeah,
He's
no.
crap.
Yeah, no. And little did we know for those few rounds that Oscar outboxed the shit out of him, Bernard was watching tape on that shit and say, yeah, but I got a right hand. Oscar ain't got a right hand like this. And
Right.
knock this nigga the fuck out.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Deej, what was you saying? What exactly is the Hall of Fame supposed to represent? Outstanding career, best in the era, best in the generation, best in a weight class, minimum number of titles. Ooh, that's a loaded question. I would say best in their era. You know what I mean? If you look at it like this, bro, right now, and I wish you could come up so I could really explain it to you more. But right now, bro, if you look at any weight class, pick a random weight class. Let's see. Oh shit, this 147.
Mhm.
You have the champions there, right? You got
Right.
Mario Barrios, Brian Norman Jr.,
Uh-huh.
Boots Ennis, and Stanionis.
Uh-huh.
Okay, if Stanionis beats Brian Norman Jr. and Boots beats Mario Barrios and Boots undisputes or whatever, then he goes to another weight class and gets a title, takes a loss, comes back, goes to another weight class and get a title, and he's just proven that he's just the dominant player in his era of boxing in his career. Fuck yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. But you can't really give it to a guy that just fought at one weight class.
Can I add to that?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Now, everything he said is true. I agree with, right? Now, depending on how many times he defend or whatever the case may be, and other stipulations. Those guys that got beat by him or other people beat, they still could work their way back out the hole and show they dominance and work their way back to that shot. Those are guys too that could end up in the Hall of Fame for being great fighters.
Mm-hmm.
Boots, if Boots hold on to them undisputed or whatever the case may be for his tenure, that would be that he would be the elite fighter of that era. You get what I'm saying? So it's not to say that it's like one guy in the era goes to the Hall of Fame. It's other guys who worked their ass up out that hole and accumulated, either got a belt back or they was whooping the next guy up, or you know what I'm saying? They still could end up in there. But I definitely agree with what you said, though. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
You know what greatness is? See, a lot of people think greatness is just undefeated.
Right.
Greatness is a great comeback too.
That's right. That's why O's don't mean shit, bro.
It don't mean shit.
It don't mean shit. Sometimes you run into a guy who got your fucking number. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a number one. There's always going to be a number two. Let's say if Brian Norman gets beat, let's say Boots and Brian Norman actually meets up, right? Let's say Brian Norman loses, right? Boots moves on. No rematch, no nothing. Brian Norman start whooping everybody's ass. Everybody who said that was better than not Brian Norman, he knocking them the fuck out. Fuck that. He works his way back up to the public, said, look, we need to see that part two of Boots and Brian Norman. Brian Norman still could lose again. See what I'm saying? But that doesn't take away from him being a great fighter. You see what I'm saying? Of that era. Yep. He'll be one of the great fighters of that era.
Bernard and Roy fought early, bro. And what happened in the rematch?
Right.
Bernard Hopkins won the rematch.
Right, exactly. So that's the thing. It's a lot of ways to look at it, but it's just finicky. Like I said, the one fighter that Errol should have fought that would have really fucking mattered, he didn't fight. And I'm willing to bet he did fight him because it was another fleet-footed fighter.
Yep.
And his name was Keith Thurman. Everybody on his resume pretty much was flat-footed, and they moved backwards and forwards.
And front foot heavy, bro.
Yeah, and you only probably gonna find what, 3 now? Well, really, 2 that really was left-handers, but then Terrence that fought. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, all that in-house shit, yeah, it's in-house. But what about the guys that was across the water, or what they say, across the street? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That deserved that shot, and you said fuck no, right? Just like Timothy was supposed to fight Mayweather. Who knows?
And I have another question to ask too, the chat. You ready, bro?
Yeah.
Is Terrence Crawford a hypocrite? Because he said,
"Oh my God,
hold on, man! Don't make me laugh, bro. Come on, man. You said, hold on, because I'm gonna mute up so I can laugh."
God damn.
Oh my God,
man.
buddy. Salute the IO, bro. But goddamn, bro.
If you think he's a hypocrite, you're admitting that you're not great as a human being yourself. There's no motherfucking way. If you are saying he's a hypocrite, you believe in participation trophies. That's a person like that would say that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm a winner too. I showed up. I tried my best. Well, you didn't win.
Hey, and the participation trophies ain't really trophies, nigga. Nigga sitting next to you after he done whooped your ass. He got a whole trophy. They put a ribbon around your neck, nigga. It's
Right.
a
You
fucking ribbon, nigga. You bitch
the
ass.
fuck? The fuck kind of
That
shit is
nigga got a
that?
ribbon on his neck,
You know what I'm saying? They
nigga.
got a whole WBC belt and I got a fucking green ribbon. Man, get this shit off me. I want that shit. You know what I'm
Nigga
saying?
got a whole drawer full of ribbons
I want to hear give me a rematch or something. You know what I mean? I don't want this piece of shit.
with them
Fuck that.
goofy ass sayings, nigga.
And it's me
Nothing beats
and
a
I'm
win
saying
but a
that
try.
right,
Man, you don't knock it off.
man. Look, the only reason I'm saying that because y'all expect that man to really like big up that cat. Like, come on, bro. The shit he went through with that cat, the shit y'all talked about that cat. Oh, he too like ass. Never got the praise of actually doing what fighters supposed to do. And I just heard somebody recently say this shit. Man, I wish fighters go back to calling fighters the fuck out. That motherfucker y'all was saying that when Bud was showing up everywhere the fuck Earl was trying
Nigga
to get
Slick
that
said,
fucking fight.
nigga, you just said if you don't get this motherfucking ribbon off of me, nigga.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck that damn rip. You know what I mean? This man was chasing that man, bro. And I heard every which way, every excuse of as to why the fight shouldn't happen. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. If that man calling you out, you know, and personally, I said if I was Earl, I wouldn't fight him right away. I go to get the other 3 belts because I knew that was gonna be his toughest fucking fight. How did I know that? Because I already knew he don't fight southpaws. I already know he don't fight fleet-footed motherfuckers. I already know that Earl fights Mexican style. I already knew these things, and all them things do not equate to fighting a fucking Bud. It just don't. When people bring up, oh, but he fought Danny Garcia. Nigga, Danny Garcia was so fucking flat-footed in that motherfucking fight. Yeah, it was perfect. It
And
was
Denny Garcia
perfect.
even hurt his ass. Goofy
Yeah.
ass.
You know what
Man,
I'm
hey
saying?
man, coming to the stage though, man. Not to cut you off, Slick, man.
You good?
This man needs no introduction, man. This is the brother from down under, Mr. Champion in Recess, aka White Chocolate. What's up, bro?
How are you, Slick? Go to hell, 9.
What's up? What's up?
Listen, I just wanted to sort of, I'm a little bit more of a hard
Hold on
marker
real
when
quick,
it,
guys. I'll be back. Hold it down, Slick.
Bet.
I'm a little bit more of a hard marker when it comes to Hall of Fame. And Slick, I don't know if you remember, you and I had this conversation a while ago, very similar conversation anyway. Because fame itself suggests that internationally, and if that's what we're talking about, the International Hall of Fame, not one of the 50 others, right, is that internationally you're acclaimed by fans and critics as one of the best ever, right, to lace up the gloves.
Right.
So, and, you know, that could be numbers, that could be popularity, that could, I mean, you could go down a rabbit hole to define what fame in this particular context should be. But Hall of Fame is the best of the best, not the best of an era, not the best of a generation, the best of the best that will forever leave a legacy on boxing history. That's kind of how I feel about it, right?
Right.
So there's a couple of things that happen in my mind and say, well, for those that really deserve to be in there, unquestionably, right, those over years and generations gone past, you're not really respecting their accolades and just how good they were if you start putting lesser names next to them on that list, right?
Right.
So I don't think that there needs to be an obligation that every fighter's career has to be questioned as to whether it's a Hall of Fame or not. If it genuinely belongs in the Hall of Fame, no one's asking that question. It's just a given. Yep, they're definitely in. No question. So when you find yourself arguing about semantics, who did they fight? Because when you were talking about crossing the street, let's remember that some fighters don't have the ultimate control over their career. If they've signed on to a promoter, the promoter dictates terms, right? The promoter might say, no, we're not working with Top Rank or we're not working with Golden Boy. That's not 100% the fighter's fault, right?
Right.
So they're restricted into the pool in which their promoters and their managers allow them to compete in, right? We as fans go, we want to see you across the street. We want to see the best of the best. But then we start to get into this wild, wild west of boxing politics. So I don't want to say that that automatically writes someone off. If they've been clean and shop, and the the pool of people that they've fought once or multiple times still allows critics and fans to say without question, yes, you are a Hall of Famer. So my point is that at any time that you've got to discuss and, for the most part, debate whether a certain person belongs there, I'm going to say they probably don't. If you've got to find reasons to justify to put them in the Hall of Fame and they just don't walk straight into it because there's no argument, maybe they just don't belong there. If
Right.
they're the top of the top, the cream of the cream that I think Hall of Fame is supposed to represent.
Right. And I think what you're speaking of is that's why we need, and not we would love to see them, but legacy fights.
Yeah.
That's the dynamic. Like a Keith Garman and Earl fight would definitely serve a great purpose in both of their reasoning of being in the Hall of Fame.
I don't disagree, but you've got to remember too that boxers, not all boxers are in it for legacy.
Right,
Yep.
right, exactly. But they can't.
They're in it for career, money, generational wealth, whatever you
Right.
want, and that's
Some.
fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, Deej? The very
if they
thing you just described, that's why I give Bud Crawford a pass, because he was a prisoner to his promotional company, and the other guys didn't play well with this stuff. So people say, well, what about his resume? Well, he fought the best possible opponents. And that's all you can hope for, is a guy during his career fighting the best possible opponents.
look,
You know what I
you
mean?
cannot. I don't actually think it's about how they get there. This is my point. If you've got to go into and look under their pillow and in their sock drawer to find every accolade that they've got to justify it, right? I'm saying that you're probably having the wrong discussion about the wrong person being in the Hall of Fame. My point is that it doesn't really matter on the history books how tough Bud did it with his promoter. His accolades and his achievements outweigh that, right? And so then it becomes unquestionable.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you
So,
put that. That's right. When does it become more about the accolades versus opponents type thing? Because that's a great
Thank you.
a great thing to say. Because like for like Hagler, like I say, he was undisputed, but he did fight the four kings and he fought the best in his weight class. He in the Hall of Fame, which I think he deserves to be there.
And
But
he
on
had a
the other
record number of
hand,
title defenses
yeah,
that
record
only
number
just
of
got
title
beat by.
offenses, right? 12
Yeah.
12 title offenses. But on the other hand, you can't be trapped in a promotional deal and only fight the best of the best in that stable. But you can, so then you go on and say, fuck it, I can't get the fights I want. You start going after accolades to solidify yourself. So it
yeah.
is it's two. I see that. I can
Yeah.
I definitely
And
see that.
and if you fast forward 10, 20 years, say 20 years, right? This is
Mhm.
what I mean about leaving a lasting legacy on the sport that everyone's going to remember. Are either of you going to be telling your grandkids, right, about Errol Spence in 20 years as in a conversation that he was some of the best we've ever seen?
We'll probably be talking about him in the context of, we remember the night that the great Bud Crawford beat the
Right.
shit out of him.
Well,
To
Right.
be honest.
you've just answered your own question then. If you
Yeah,
don't feel
exactly.
like you can talk about Errol Spence as one of those generational,
Nah.
and I'm not suggesting he is or he isn't. What I'm just saying to you two, not the wider audience, is just saying, look, if you put yourself 20 years ahead and you're telling stories about some of the best fighters that you've seen, right? If Errol Spence isn't on that list, whether he is or he isn't for both, but if he's not, then I'm saying that's probably not a Hall of Famer.
Yep. But you know what the problem is, Deej, with that mindset? It's today. And you have a lot of for lack of a better word, soft ass men who vicariously live through these fighters. And so they'll follow that hype train into the end. We've seen this shit with Wilder. We see this shit now in true color with Devin. We've seen it with Errol Spence. And he's a beloved fighter because there's a lot of people, he was marketed just right and people love him like that. So maybe, just maybe, yeah. But as far as his accolades and the shit he done in the world of boxing, he's not there yet. He's not quite there yet. He could get there, but he's not there yet. Salute to the homie Casino, man. Come on up, bro. I want you to answer this question too, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So look, I mean, and I'm just a little bit tougher on it because I don't think that anyone should be, any commission or any fans should be in a hurry to try and find a Hall of Famer out of every single generation, like out of every decade period. That's not the goal here. You don't have to crown one or multiple people as some of the best ever in every 10 years. Sometimes, if boxing isn't at its best, right, maybe none of them deserve to be there. Right?
Not to cut you off, I think you got to come over through my page, bro, because we doing a whatever that shit's called. We doing a dual shit.
Yeah.
Through my live or whatever. So yeah, come on over to my page and you'll see the link, bro.
And look, you only have to comparatively look at other sports. Basketball, I mean, there were some great players that I remember that were never in the Hall of Fame, right? But then you've got your Allen Iversons, you've got your Michael Jordans who definitely deserve to be there, right? But basketball and tennis and baseball, they don't feel like they've got to induct someone routinely, is my point. Like, don't make it a routine induction because you just don't feel like you haven't inducted someone for long enough. They'll tell you when they need to be inducted. The whole sport, the fans, the critics will tell you when someone's ready to be inducted and deserve it. Don't go looking for someone. If they're not standing right in front of you, you don't have to look for someone to induct, is my point.
I think the real question is, bro, whether he's a first ballot Hall of Famer or not. Not a Hall of Famer, but a first ballot. Let's just get past this, because the way it's looking, he's 3 years out for eligibility, right? Was it 5 years?
Say that again.
Ain't it 5 years and you're eligible?
No, 3.
3?
Yeah,
well, fuck, he's a year out for being eligible. So shit, let's just cross that when we get there. But as of right now, me looking at it like, fuck no. Now, if he goes up to 54 and does some impressive shit and knocks out like a boa check, hey, you the shit. You stop a Virgil Ortiz with a belt up there, and hold on now. You know what I mean? But other than that, right now, I don't think so. Hey, man, coming to the motherfucking stage, man. This nigga need no introduction. Hey, bro, get ready to start laughing. Here we go, man. The homie Casino, man. What's up with you, bro?
Man, what's happening, fellas? Man, I just clicked on, man. Man, bro. Man, listen, I'm gonna pop it off like this, bro. If Errol Spence ain't no Hall of Famer, Terrence Crawford ain't, bro, either, bro, because they got the same motherfucking resume. And nigga, Terrence Crawford dumb as fuck for that shit, bro. I knew it was a reason that nigga ain't popping. He dumb as fuck for that shit. And if he lose, to Canelo, nigga, he
have the same resume.
Man, bro, fuck all that Indongo bullshit. I know you finna say that. Who the fuck is that?
I'm just saying that Spence never fought at 35. He never fought at 40.
Man, who gives a fuck about 35? Them smaller men. Them is smaller motherfucking men. You don't get no credit for no motherfucking smaller.
Divisions, though.
Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck.
Bro.
Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, bro. Errol Spence is if Terrence Crawford, that's his best fucking win. So if he ain't no Hall of Famer, then Terrence Crawford ain't either. That shit's stupid as fuck. That shit the dumbest fucking shit.
So
bro.
Earl is then Bud is.
Bro, if Errol, bro, if that no, listen what I'm telling you.
How you go?
Listen, bro. That's Terrence Crawford only shit. That's his only fucking shit. That's his claim to fame, and he talking about the nigga ain't shit. So you ain't shit.
Still, he beat him. Everybody else felt like
nigga, you ain't beat nobody. If he's nobody, man, if Errol ain't nobody, if Errol ain't nobody, he ain't nobody. Because nigga, that's your claim to fame, nigga. You ain't shit. And you still ain't shit.
His most popular fighter he ever fought, but he's not the best fighter he ever fought.
Bro, man, how you fucking know that?
Man, it's just like Mayweather.
Man, Errol will beat the shit out of them little 135, 140 pounders.
Mayweather fought at one time.
Man, listen, that was.
How can you say that? How can you say that? And he didn't beat the man that beat those little fighters.
What are you talking about?
What you talking about? You said Earl will beat those little fighters.
Man, them niggas little as fuck. Where are they now? Where they at?
Earl will
where them niggas at? Where are they?
Right, but listen to what you're saying. The man that beat them little fighters, right? right? You
Bro,
saying that so they
what I'm
was
trying to
easy work.
say
You're
is
saying they was easy work. So
no,
if they were
nigga.
easy
I'm not
work,
saying
why
Errol
he
wasn't
didn't
easy
beat
work.
Bud?
You missing the point. But the point is, if Errol ain't shit, Bud ain't shit, because that's his best win. That's what I'm telling you. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all you known for.
I
That's
think
all you known for.
the way I view it, that's his biggest fight, but
But that's
not
all he known for, bro.
that's his toughest fight.
Bro,
I don't think that's his toughest fight, but
man,
I think that
listen,
was
bro.
his
That shit
biggest
say.
fight.
Well, y'all better hope he beat Canelo, because if he don't, that nigga, I'm gonna be saying the same shit
Bro,
about him.
you can't
I'm gonna be,
compare
man.
that.
Yes, I
That's going a
can, bro.
two-weight
Because how
class.
the
That's a
fuck you
hell of
gonna
a feat.
disrespect Errol like that? That's what I mean. Like niggas should never
Boy,
give that fuck nigga no opportunity. Why the fuck would it?
if he win, y'all gonna die.
Nah, I'm not gonna care, bro.
Hey, read the comment section, man. Locos, man, he fire you up, bro.
I don't give a damn. He ain't firing shit up. You can't fire me up, nigga. I'm on fire, nigga.
Oh my god, nigga. Hey, man, I knew this nigga Casino was gonna come here and crack me up,
No,
bro.
because nigga, bro, how the fuck you gonna discredit your best fucking win like that? Like you just shit on yourself, you dumbass nigga. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about Terrence
I
Crawford.
already know, man.
He dumb as fuck. He's so stupid. Because nigga, at 147, y'all got the same exact fucking resume, and Errol did all that shit first. And nigga, now I'm finna start, nigga, since you disrespectful like that, now I'm finna just really keep pushing this. Errol wasn't no 100%, and niggas want to always act like he was, and niggas know he wasn't. So he wasn't. You fought a goddamn half. You fought Errol on 25%, and then now you shitting on him, and that's the only reason niggas know you.
Hey,
It's called the hall. It's
Punch,
called the
where
Hall of
are
Fame.
you?
It's called the Hall of Fame, nigga. Terrence Crawford wasn't even famous before that shit. He
My
wasn't even
bad,
famous
my
before
bad.
that shit.
I
You
had,
know
I
what I'm
had to
saying?
take a phone call, but
And he's still barely famous,
to the
bro. The nigga
Bud
had
hater,
Eminem. Nigga had
fame and
Eminem and
skills is
couldn't
two
do
different
shit.
things. Fame and skills is two different things,
Nigga,
bro.
niggas don't go to the Hall of Fame for fucking skill. Niggas go to the
Yeah,
Hall of
you
Fame for
do.
fame.
They go for skills,
No, they
bro. How
go
you
for
affected the
fame.
game.
They go for
He
fame.
stole all your boys' fame. He took it.
No, he didn't,
He
because he ain't
zapped it.
even, bro. He ain't even. He's
Where
not
is
even, bro.
he?
He's not even on the level that Errol was.
Where is he?
Unless he about to fight, except for the Canelo shit, and he piggybacking off Canelo. Then he
Hold
run around talking about some niggas
hold on,
gonna
I'm
be on my
looking. I'm
undercard. Nigga, it
looking.
ain't your undercard. It's
I'm
Canelo
looking for him.
undercard.
Hold on,
It's
man. I'm looking
Canelo
for Earl.
undercard.
Where Earl at?
Man,
At
listen, it don't
175? At
fucking what that,
175?
bro. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
At 175?
They don't have nothing to do with nothing. We talking about the fact that he discredited his best win. And y'all
He
niggas acting like
ruined
that,
your. But I'm saying though, y'all taking it that way. That's not what he was saying. He was saying like that's not his toughest fight. And the world look at it as the biggest fight. That was his biggest fight for is the
bro. The
attraction, the
nigga shitted
bag.
on his best
But that
win,
don't make him his toughest fight. Did you not see the fight? Did it look like the toughest fight of
bro.
his career?
He shitted on his best win.
Hey, Casino.
That's
Let
dumb
me
as
ask you a
fuck.
question, bro.
That's dumb,
What if I
huh?
got my fat ass bloated motherfucker pit bull? She out of shape, nigga. Only thing she do is eat lamb chops all motherfucking day, right? And I put her against one of your
Keep it
dogs,
going. I'll
right?
be right back.
And I get a participation trophy, and I start talking about, yeah, nigga, my dog, nigga, is fucking better than your dog, and this, that, and the third, and I deserve to be in the Hall of Fame of all dog shits.
No,
This,
bro.
that.
He go in the Hall of Fame because the nigga had the 3 belts. And the nigga goddamn was goddamn selling. And so he had accomplishments and fame. What's the big deal?
But you know,
Niggas
this
acting
is the
like the
thing.
only way, bro. Everybody in the Hall of Fame is not undisputed, bro. Undisputed, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that, bro, by far, by far. But what I'm saying is this though, his resume is not that extensive enough, bro. Like, think about it like this: you only been in one weight class, right?
Bro, there's a lot of people that only been
I'm
in one
not
weight
saying
class.
that he could never be a Hall of Famer, but I'm saying of as of right now, he's not a Hall of Famer. He needs more. He's got a little bit more work to do.
Well, shit. If he ain't in the Hall of Fame,
I
if he ain't
think
in the
that
Hall
the
of Fame,
work that he done that he needs to do is the work that Bud did before he even got there.
bro, that
See, if
don't even make
Errol
no
does
fucking
that,
sense.
put in that work that Bud does, remember, this is only his first weight class. This is his first weight class. Ain't nothing stopping him from getting a fight and fighting one of these motherfuckers and proving his dominance elsewhere.
Bro, all
And,
I'm
and
saying
guess
is,
what? Guess what?
so
The
you don't
fact that
Casino.
agree?
he's
You
not
don't.
fighting,
Hold on. I want to comment
So
on something. Hey, while I was walking away, I heard what you said, man. So you said because he get in because of 3 belts. That's
Bro, he
possible.
gets in for 3 belts in popularity, bro, because it's the Hall of fucking Fame.
I got you though. So then, what about all the accomplishments then that Bud did? They
I
don't
didn't
count.
say, but when did I say he wasn't Hall of Fame? I'm saying I would never say Bud ain't Hall of Fame, but I would never say Errol ain't either. That shit don't even make no fucking sense. That's your nigga. That's the biggest fight, bro. That was the most anticipated welterweight fight, and now niggas shitting on
Buster
one half
Douglas,
of it,
bro. Buster Douglas was
bro. Buster Douglas ain't had
undisputed.
no bro. That's bro. What the fuck? They
Buster
don't,
Douglas was an undisputed champion when he
man,
beat
bro. The
Mike
nigga won.
Tyson.
That was one fight, nigga. You talking Mike Tyson? When he beat Mike Tyson,
Yeah, he was undisputed after he beat Mike Tyson. Does
bro.
that make
That
him a
man,
Hall of
that's
Famer?
man. Listen, bro.
Does that make him a Hall of Famer? He was
Bro,
undisputed.
niggas is
Spence
not
got
comparing
3
Errol Spence to
belts.
fucking Buster Douglas
That's a
right now,
better,
bro.
bigger accomplishment than what Spence did.
Man,
He
all
was
right, bro.
undisputed, and Spence got like one. He got
Bro,
three
it's all
three
good,
fourths of
bro.
the,
Like
the
I
title.
don't even know what to say, bro. Like y'all niggas really justifying this shit. So I mean, it is what it is.
What I'm
Like I
saying
don't got nothing
is,
to say
you
about
said he
this
got
shit.
3
All I'm
belts. I
saying is
said,
that's the nigga
Bud,
biggest
come up,
win,
bro.
bro.
I could see him getting in based off that because of the way they criteria they're gonna judge him in to get in based off he took him off individual people X, Y, and Z. But to say that's the only reason he should get in is not a good reason.
No, bro.
Like
The
what
nigga,
has he what
bro, the
outside
nigga
of
beat the
that?
same niggas that goddamn Crawford beat at motherfucking welterweight first. And y'all niggas talking about what he did at 130.
Keith Thurman beat him first. So now what? Keith Thurman beat his resume first. Now what?
What you
See
talking
what
about?
you get what
So is Keith
what am I
Thurman a
talking
Hall of
about?
Famer?
So is Keith Thurman a Hall of Famer? Keith Thurman beat they fed Keith Thurman leftovers to Earl. So should Keith Thurman go?
Man, shit. I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when you have all these in-house fights. That's what we be saying. You got to mix it up. Now you see how the variables work.
All right, bro. All I'm saying, that shit stupid as fuck.
He just still got some more meat on the bones, bro. He
Right,
need
I
to
mean,
Earl
go
just
and
but
need
get
to
his ass
come
a
back.
motherfucking fight and get to work, bro.
This
You ain't no
we're not on here to
motherfucking
shit
spring
on Earl.
chicken.
Earl
Nigga, he
needs to
acting
come
like,
back.
hold on, bro.
well,
He acting like he got all this motherfucking time. Nigga, you gonna be 40, nigga, in a
bro,
blink
all
of an
I'm
eye.
saying, bro, what I came up here to say is, bro, Bud shit on his best win is stupid as fuck. Because nigga, that's all you known for.
Man, look, I get where he coming
Y'all some
from.
hardcores,
Earl could
like
have came
super,
back and
super
got that
hardcore.
rematch.
So y'all
Earl
niggas
could,
know about Undangu and
no,
goddamn
no,
all
I'm
that
beyond
bullshit.
that. I'm beyond that. I'm sticking with what you talking about. All right, I get where you coming from, and I get like how people could perceive it as such, but I don't think that Earl could have came back and got that rematch with no fucking problem. No fucking problem. He didn't. He chose not to do so. So he
Man,
didn't do
listen.
that. Then he turned around and chose not to fight Thurman. So that's 2 career-defining fights that he passed up on, bro. Now, he could come back right now. If Thurman is active again, if he get his ass active, he could go beat the man. Like right now when I said you fought all Keith Thurman leftovers, then go beat the man who beat him first. See what I'm saying? That's a legacy-defining fight for him. We're not saying he can't solidify himself, right? We saying that he may be a candidate for Hall of Fame, but he needs to solidify that. And he has time to do it. He has time. That's all I'm saying. Come back, because if I put them down on paper, who you gonna think was the biggest dog? You gonna think Terrence was the biggest dog, or you gonna think Earl was the biggest dog? Accolade for fucking accolade. Fighter of the year twice. Undisputed twice.
Who
Three-way
said
lineal champion.
bro, who does the
Twice.
fighter of the year shit?
Same people do. I'm gonna be honest, the writers, I think, right?
No,
That's the
I'm
one I
saying who
don't
do
know.
it?
That's the one I don't know. I think it's the writers or some shit. It's like ESPN or some shit like that.
Exactly,
Writers
ESPN,
Association or
bro.
something like that.
ESPN. Who's
I can
pound
look
for
it
pound?
up.
No,
I can look
listen.
it up, but you get what
Who's pound? No, but who's
but you get
pound for
what I'm
pound?
saying
Who's
though.
pound for pound list was the nigga always up at the top of?
No, that don't count. All that
No, it
pound for
do
pound
fucking
don't count
count.
no more.
It
It
do
don't.
fucking count.
No, it don't.
Now because now no because
It used to be Ring
but listen
Magazine that
now
count. None of it
no but
counts.
now who his right hand man now and man, come on man.
No, that don't count. That don't have
Man, that nigga
no say so
Bud,
on it no
man,
more.
listen, bro. If Errol ain't shit, Bud overrated.
Can't say that though.
Yes,
I'm
I
just
can.
saying,
I just
bro.
said it.
How? I just told
Because
you.
nigga, that's
If
his
you gonna be
best
mad, be
win.
mad at Keith
That's
Thurman
his
then.
best win.
Hold on,
You
this
gotta be
nigga
mad
said,
at
I
Keith
just said
Thurman
it.
then.
I just said it.
That's his best win.
So then Earl don't got no best wins.
Bro,
If
his best
all his wins came after Thurman, then that's it. Are you seeing my point?
bro. This shit they got to do with Keith
So
Thurman.
you telling me Earl right now got the best, only best fight he got is Bud and Mikey Garcia.
Bro.
That's the
I'm
only
saying,
other person that Thurman ain't fight. So Mikey Garcia and Bud is the only 2 best fights. This is what you tell me right now. So why does he? That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta look at it like that, bro.
Well, that means Bud ain't under. He's not in the Hall of Fame either, then, because that's his best win, and
How
he
is
ain't shit.
that? He outdid,
Errol
and
ain't did enough.
outshined them in
Errol,
every aspect.
so we should have never
He's
even
never been a
we
lineal
should have never
champ.
even
He's
been.
never
We should
been
have never been
undefeated.
hyped up. We should have never been hyped up for the fight. This shit should have been just another. It should have been at the same level of Brian Norman Jr. and goddamn the nigga
No,
last
what
night,
I'm saying it, and to some
because
it
it's just
was.
another welterweight fight.
Well, to some it was.
Well, shit, bro. I
Not
don't
to
even want
me.
to.
Not
Well,
to
I
me.
don't. Well,
Not to me, because I believe in the
neither
sense
one.
of there's a guy that can just have your number type of
Since
shit.
neither
You know
one,
what I'm saying?
since neither one of these niggas ain't shit, I don't even want to talk about
He
it no
said
more.
neither one.
I'm
Neither one.
only talking about niggas who popping. I'm only talking about niggas who
Casino.
popping. So since neither one of them shit,
Casino.
you
How
know
much
what I'm
money
saying?
you got?
Huh?
How much money you got?
How much money I got?
You got about a stat. We can go to the local county and bail us out a popular boxer.
Yeah, somebody to talk about. Yeah, we can go get somebody to talk about. Because this nigga, I thought they was somebody to talk about, but then I found out they wasn't even Hall of Famers. So it's like, why am I even talking about these niggas?
Oh shit!
Like, these niggas ain't talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Errol ain't shit.
The fact that we
and
got
that's
a debate
Bud best
about
win, so Bud ain't shit, and he better beat Canelo, because then he'll be a Hall of Famer. Then they both of them got to earn some more shit. Since Errol ain't no Hall of Famer, goddamn Bud ain't, because that's his fucking best win. Don't nobody know that nigga for nothing else. So niggas who just watch like every fucking thing.
but accolades matter, bro.
But I had
It's
never
a
even
two-way
seen
street.
I never saw a Bud fight until they started talking about Errol. Shit.
But you're self-admitted saying that you were just a PBC fan, period. At first.
No, I wasn't a PBC fan. I thought that was the only shit.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But that's good
You didn't know
marketing.
nothing else.
I wasn't a fan of the PBC. I didn't know who. I mean, I knew
I'm
it
not
was the
saying
PBC.
like that. I misworded. That was all you knew at that time, so you didn't know no other outlets. You get what I'm saying?
But that means that's a testament to why the fuck the nigga ain't Hall of Famer either. Cause ain't nobody know the nigga until he got attached to this nigga, and now this nigga ain't shit, so you ain't shit. So you better beat Canelo.
I don't know how that's not true, but I mean, plenty of people knew who he was. He just wasn't as hyped.
Man, I ain't never heard of this nigga until goddamn
Salute Mexican boxing.
Right, but you, like I said, but that's during the time when you had first started watching boxing. Like you didn't know nothing about the Breeders' Prescott fight or none of that.
You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is Breeders? See what I'm saying?
And see, but you didn't watch that. Breeders' Prescott was supposed to be that dude.
You see what
Roy
I'm saying?
Jones,
Niggas be
that
bringing
was
up
Roy-
these
that was
nobody
Roy
niggas.
Jones's guy,
These
bro.
nobody ass niggas. Niggas bringing up these nobody.
But you can't
ass
call
niggas.
him a nobody if the one of the greats is touting this dude up.
Who?
Hey, do you
Roy
know
Jones
who
was
Amir
propping-
Khan
Bro,
is?
shit,
Roy
and
Jones
Floyd,
was propping Breeder Prescott
Casino,
up, bro.
well, shit, and Floyd Mayweather was propping Errol up. So now what?
Hey, do you know who Amir Khan is, bro?
Yeah, you talking about a nigga with no chin?
Yeah, well, Breeders' Prescott was the first nigga to beat Amir Khan, and then they fed him the Bud.
Well,
They
nigga ain't
fed
had no
Bud to
chin.
him,
He
and
ain't had no
Bud fucked
chin.
around and beat his ass.
He ain't had no chin. He ain't had no chin. You know what I'm saying? Of course you beat his ass.
So the chin would have survived him.
Bro, yes, bro. He would have beat.
won.
Bro, if he had a chin, he would have beat that nigga ass. Because he ain't shit. Because Errol ain't shit. That was the only reason we know this nigga. Only reason we know this nigga is because of Errol. So nigga, if he not a Hall of Famer, you ain't either, nigga. So you should have thought before he spoke. You sound stupid as fuck.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like that shit. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about him. That was dumb as fuck.
Bud was knocking everything the fuck out.
Yeah, because them niggas wasn't shit. Just like Berlanga. So Bud was Berlanga. Bud was Berlanga.
So everybody Errol knocked out
Bud was
shit?
Berlanga. Okay, bet. Bud was Berlanga. Okay.
Oh wow.
So Berlanga's a Hall of Famer.
Berlanga's
a Hall of Famer.
Okay, how the fuck is he? How is he a Berlanga when this nigga?
Because he was knocking out a bunch of niggas.
He continued his terror from 140 to 147.
He was knocking out a bunch of niggas ain't nobody heard of.
He went up and was getting niggas out of there.
Yeah, niggas who ain't nobody heard of.
He went what?
Yeah, Berlanga. He's Berlanga, nigga. Berlanga.
Are you hearing me? He went from 140.
Yeah, knocked out a bunch of nobody.
Nobody knew
knocked out a bunch of nobody.
Maybe 140, but and I still know people that people knew at 140. But at the same time, let's go to 147. Nobody knew them dudes.
Man, listen, Errol Spence went to goddamn the UK and took that shit.
Didn't Bud do the same thing?
Nigga, he didn't go to the UK, and the nigga already was fucked up. He had 2 broken orbitals. He had 2 broken orbitals by the time he got the Bud, and he was on cocaine.
He went to Australia. He went to Australia.
He was on cocaine.
He went to
and
Australia.
goddamn the nigga got down bones. The
He
nigga
went to
Bones,
Australia, bro.
the nigga Bones was
Bud
disintegrating.
went to Australia.
And the nigga coach wouldn't even coach him because he knew the nigga was on coke. And we
So
bragging
that's
about
his
that.
best win was a nigga that was coked up.
Bud best win was the nigga who was goddamn flew out of Ferrari and goddamn won nothing no
There
more.
it is. There it is. Now we bringing Ferraris and shit.
Yeah, we got to because I mean I would have never had to bring this shit
Earl
up.
did that.
I would have
Earl
never had
did
to bring this shit up if niggas wasn't trying to shit on his best. Like, bro, why the fuck would you shit on your best win when nigga ain't even have to fight you? He could have kept being a star,
Hey man,
and you would have been a
everybody
nobody,
talking about
He
that
nigga.
could
You would
have
Ferrari.
have been
kept being.
nobody.
He could have
Hold
kept being
on.
protected.
Everybody talking
No,
about
nigga,
that,
because he
but
would have fought
Ferrari
Canelo,
shit is
nigga.
straight up cap, nigga. Because guess what? Excuses come after the fact. Reasons come before the fact. If y'all niggas picked him, knowing that this motherfucker came out of Ferrari, nigga, and still picked
Bro,
him
it
to
don't
be
really
Bud,
matter who I pick.
that's
I don't care that Errol got his ass whooped. I care that nigga shitting on his best wins and expect us to respect his resume. Nigga, fuck your resume. Your best win won a Hall of Famer, nigga, so you ain't shit.
Earl had 2 good wins after the motherfucking Christ.
Man, listen, Errol ain't got to be no Hall of Famer. All I'm saying is neither one of them is then because that's your best win.
Stop it.
That's your best win. That's your best win. Neither one of them got to be no Hall of Famer then. Either they both Hall of Famers or they ain't. That's how it is.
So
Nigga,
you
y'all
basing you basing it off of best win
if
to get in the
Manny,
Hall of Fame.
man, look at this. Manny Pacquiao and Floyd is motherfucking Hall of Famers. Nigga, so Floyd can't be like
Who else Manny Pacquiao fought besides
man,
Floyd?
listen, if Pacquiao won shit, then
Who
it mean
else?
Floyd.
Who else
Man,
Pacquiao
listen,
fought
bro.
besides
It's like, bro,
Mayweather?
bro, they rivals, right?
You don't
So
know,
no,
do you?
listen,
You
bro.
don't know,
No,
do you?
listen, they
That's my
rivals.
point. You
No,
don't
listen, I
know.
do, bro.
So
I
now
don't
you
even know what you just said. I'm just talking. So listen, what I'm saying, listen, they was rivals, right? When you got big rivalries and shit, both them niggas supposed to be Hall of Famers, nigga. So if one of them ain't, neither one of them is.
we not saying Earl can't solidify himself. He just ain't solidified himself.
Well,
He got
then
beat in
Bud
Raymond.
hasn't either.
The difference is
You
they
can't
kept
solidify
fighting.
yourself. You can't
They
solidify
kept
yourself as a
fighting.
Hall of Famer by beating a nigga who wasn't no Hall of Famer.
Bro, the loser kept fighting in that dispute you just said.
Who, Pacquiao?
Pacquiao, yeah, they kept fighting. He beat Thurman, bro.
What?
He beat fucking
You
Thurman.
talking about just recently?
Manny Pacquiao beat fucking Thurman, bro.
No, I didn't ever see Manny Pacquiao wasn't no Hall of Famer. I'm comparing these niggas.
What I'm saying is Manny Pacquiao got beat and kept fighting.
Bro, but I'm
Earl
comparing
loses
them.
and go on hiatus.
But I'm comparing them to
Does
Errol
that say
and
Hall of Famer to you?
no, bro. They was both Hall of
Okay,
Famers.
then.
No,
the
listen, they
fact
was both
is, bro.
Listen,
The
bro.
fact
They was
is,
both Hall
Errol
of
need to
Famers,
fight, bro. He just need
bro.
to fight, bro, to solidify his position. If he wants to be a Hall of Famer, this portion of his shit is for legacy. Nigga, you done got your first loss. It is what it is. Now you can make these motherfucking fights aggressively, and you ain't got to worry about the side of the street. Nigga, you ain't got to worry about being strategic. You ain't got to worry about none of that shit. Nigga, you see a
But the
motherfucker you
strategic
want to
shit,
fight,
bro.
you
We've
can
been through
fight him.
this shit already. How is he being
Here's the
strategic?
thing.
Bro,
Here's the
listen,
thing.
bro. You can't be
This
strategic
is
if you
not
got 3 belts.
I don't want this. This is starting to sound like we trying to dog Earl, and I'm not trying to dog Earl. He has time. He has time. What
But I'm
I'm saying
saying,
is
niggas,
he has a
we
loss
talked
and
about
keep
this, bro.
fucking
That
going.
manufacturer
Keep
shit with the
going.
arrow shit don't make no fucking sense because the nigga had 3 other belts. It's not his fault that the niggas with the 3 other belts was on his side of the street. They could have been anywhere. The nigga still would have got 3 of the
I just
fucking
told
belts.
you I gave him credit for snatching them off individually, didn't I?
Okay, then, well, the nigga's a Hall of Famer.
That don't make the dude went on hiatus after he lost, bro.
Hey,
what
man,
did he
that
do
nigga
after the
Casino be
fact?
landing the plane, nigga, in fucked up spots, nigga.
Right,
He's like, niggas
huh?
are building over there. He's like, that means he's a Hall of Famer. Nigga, you can't land
No,
the plane
because
right there, nigga.
I'm telling you why he Hall of Famer, bro.
He tucked his tail and ran after that, bro.
Bro, he ain't tuck
You
his
keep.
tail, nigga. The
What
nigga
he
ain't
gonna do?
physically, bro. What the
What he
fuck
gonna
you
do?
mean?
Why is he not fighting then, bro?
Because them niggas ain't giving him no motherfucking fight. And I mean, either way it
Huh?
goes, it's not tucking his tail. The
He
fuck,
was offered the Thurman fight. He
bro, the
said no.
disrespect is crazy. Bro, the nigga never wanted to fight Thurman. We not finna act like that.
It ain't about what you don't want to
So
do.
he's
You need to
allowed to
Yes,
fight.
the
duck
fuck it
That's a
is.
Thurman?
legacy fight.
Man,
Thurman
fuck
want to
Thurman.
fight him, bro. And he's not fighting Thurman. So that's a duck.
Man, but who ducked first? The fuck?
Thurman didn't want to fight this nigga because he was Mayweather's mandatory at that particular time.
Man,
Mayweather
nigga,
put him
man,
out front and said, if you don't need to worry about fighting me, you need to be fighting this young nigga.
man,
But he
look,
was
bro.
Mayweather's mandatory. The same WBC belt that he got, nigga, was the same one that Mayweather vacated.
Yep, because he retired.
Paulie Malignaggi was the champion with the WBA and
Yep,
vacated that motherfucker belt. And
and
that's
they
how
fought for it.
Keith Thurman fought off for them belts. And that's how he ended up with them belts. Because
Fought
niggas
for
was ducking him because he was a young nigga with the smoke.
Bro, what I'm saying is, y'all talking about he's a protected fighter when the
Bro,
nigga
at
had.
that particular time,
Bro,
those kids only
how
had
do you be a
11 fights,
protected
bro.
fighter with 3 belts? That don't even make no fucking sense. You went and got 3 belts individually, and y'all niggas calling him a protected fighter. The disrespect is crazy.
I didn't say he was. What you mean? I didn't.
Somebody said he
I
was
said no.
protected.
What I said, I said so. You should protect. We should have protected him then. They should not have let him fall. Bud. That's what I was
But shit, if
saying.
he never fought Bud, Bud wouldn't be no motherfucking Hall of Famer. But now this nigga ain't no Hall of Famer.
Bud was a Hall of Famer
Bud was
before he
already
got to
casted for Hall of Fame.
47,
Man,
bro.
listen, man, nobody.
He was no. They literally they had casted him for being international Hall of Fame because he was the first to be 4-belt era undisputed. And
Only
they
thing
they
he got to
hadn't
do
had
is retire, bro, and he's
yeah
automatically
everything.
in
But
there, bro.
this ain't talking no fan shit for real, Casino. This real talk.
They literally made
After
him
he
a Hall
did
of
that at
Famer.
140, they casted his hand, bro. And because it was how long it had been a undisputed champ at 140, and then on top of it was a 4-belt era, the first in the 4-belt
Man,
era.
where
Like,
did he
not
get the
since
belts
Bernard
from?
Hopkins, bro.
Listen, all right. So when he was at 140, right?
Mm-hmm.
Were all the belts on ESPN?
Yeah, weren't all the belts over there on PBC?
No. You missing the point because y'all call him protected because the nigga got there fight
No, I
in-house
didn't say
fights.
no. I didn't call him protected.
Who did? Somebody did.
I asked you a question when I said something about protection. I said should they have protected him? And I was actually saying it as a joke because remember we had that thing going on talking about
Yeah,
they
they
should have
they
protected him.
definitely should have because now we look at what we going through. This bullshit, nigga. Now he ain't no Hall of Famer. Fuck Bud, nigga. You should have never fought that nigga. Nigga, you at Dallas Stadium rocking, nigga.
Hey, and that's
You
Oh
threw
another
this
shit.
shit
good
all away.
point.
You shoot it.
Man,
You threw all this shit away for some goddamn black ass nigga who ain't goddamn nigga can't even sell a ticket. And now niggas he's shitting on you after you goddamn bent over backwards for this nigga. Let this nigga get a coin flip, and now this nigga ain't nothing. Fuck this nigga.
hey, let me ask you a question
Fuck
though,
that nigga.
Casino.
Huh?
Casino, let me ask you a question, bro. This is square biz, bro. No bullshit, no nothing, bro. And this is your southern perspective, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should fight Keith Thurman, a Florida boy
I think he should
versus a
too.
Texas boy in motherfucking Texas Stadium. All them Florida niggas gonna come up. All them motherfucking Texas niggas. That
That's a
shit would
huge
be.
fight,
It
bro.
would be like the Gators versus Texas A&E or some
Man,
shit.
I think he need to fight Jamel Charlo. I don't
That
even think.
too.
But I mean, bro, I think he should do more shit. But I think it's not right to shit on the nigga. Like the nigga Bud really went on there and shit on his best win.
Bro,
Like,
it's not shitting on him from my perspective. But I'm
Yeah,
saying
I didn't think you did.
I
Be honest,
don't
I
think
didn't.
he's
bro,
a Hall
how
of
he wasn't
Famer.
shitting on him?
I didn't
You
think
know
you
what I'm
did. The
saying?
way
I
they was
don't think
answering that
he
question is
hold on,
like he,
fellas, hold on. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer as of yet, but he still has time. But right now, the shit that he done his accomplishment, he's not ready yet, bro. It's just like nigga, you done ran around the track 3 times.
it's plenty of
That's
people
not
who
a
got 3
mile,
belts.
bro.
There's plenty of motherfuckers who had 3 belts and undisputed. That's not.
Right. That's not a mile
This
though.
wouldn't be the first. That's also let's put that out there
Well, then that
He's
means that
got so
Bud. I
much
mean,
meat on
so
his
what
bones.
make Bud be under? Like, what? Why
because
is he?
because he's been knocking everybody out for one. He cleaned up 140. He became undisputed lineal at the division. Came to 147 undisputed lineal. Then he won a belt at 154. That type of accolades is crazy. He making you Amanda's worse.
So,
He's
but I'm
3-time
saying y'all said the
undisputed.
nigga was already a Hall of Famer at 140. What
Yeah,
the
he
fuck?
was. He was because he was the first. They did that because he was the first to be undisputed at the 4-belt era.
Man, that's some bullshit.
But still, you
He's just
continue on.
he keeps on
You can't.
stalling up his career, bro.
He can't become Hall of Fame until
Man,
3
this
years
shit,
after
all man,
retirement.
man, that's some bullshit. That's some Daniel Canahan work, man.
Oh, I mean, shit. He
It's
came up though. You can't
Some Daniel Canahan work going on, man. How the fuck he was a Hall of Famer at
look at it
140?
like this though. Look at it like this. I have been saying for years that I feel like Earl should have been with the 154. Right. Just think if Earl would have became champ, right, at 147, maybe got a couple, said, fuck that, I'm going to 154 and went and cleaned up at 154. I'll be saying the same shit about Earl right now, bro.
This is
I
why you
really
don't give
would.
this is exactly why you don't give lame ass niggas opportunities. This is the same shit I was talking about
Who?
with I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about motherfucking Bud. Like Arrow dumb as fuck. You dumbass nigga. You went out there and fought this nigga. You went out here and fought this nigga, and now look.
Don't be mad at that man was trying to achieve greatness,
Nah,
bro. He
fuck
just
that. He was
fell
already
short, bro.
great, man. He was great already, man. Fuck that nigga. You should have never fought Bud Black ass. Now he on TV talking shit. And he ain't, and don't nobody care. Only reason the nigga even relevant is because he finna fight Canelo. Because the nigga last fight, nigga went, and then he was on that bitch talking about some black and Mexican fights is the biggest fights, nigga. But then he talking about, but I don't want to fight Virgil Ortiz and Fundora for pennies. Well, nigga, you just contradicted yourself, you dumbass nigga. Because nigga, those is Mexicans too. So why the fuck you can't make a bag with them niggas?
He can make a
Exactly.
bag, but it ain't a Canelo.
It ain't gonna
bag.
make no bag. He ain't gonna make no bag. You know why? Because nigga, you on your
That
name don't
Virgil
hold
fight
no.
would make money.
Nah,
Bro.
your name don't hold no motherfucking weight.
Hey, fellas, can we just
That
agree
might be
that
true.
Spence is his own worst motherfucking enemy, bro?
Yeah,
Listen,
he
don't
is.
you,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
bro?
This is some dumbass
Listen,
shit.
he's
Because
not a
now,
Hall of Famer as of yet. Don't you know there's fighters who's younger than him, who's got just about the same amount of fights or even more than him? Brian Norman has just about the same amount of fights that he got.
man, listen.
He's stalling out. Stop stalling out, nigga. Fight. We want to see you fight,
We do.
but you bullshitting. So, nigga, coulda, shoulda, woulda, but didn't. You not a Hall of
I
Famer
wish
as
Earl
of yet.
had never went on a 2-year hiatus. I wish he do, like say, took some time off. Of course, you feel me, but not 2 years and
That
come
nigga
back.
only got like 30 fights. Brian Norman Jr. got like fucking 27 fights. He's getting eclipsed by young niggas sitting on his
Man,
ass.
all I'm saying is, shit, if he ain't no Hall of Famer, then shit. I don't know. Bud resume ain't shit.
But that's the thing, like to you, like
Y'all niggas be
it's not
impressed
just
by
it's not
motherfucking
just
belts and shit.
resume.
Like, I care about who the fuck you took it from, nigga.
Yeah, but the thing
And the
is,
only
though, if you
person
go
that
look at,
mattered,
bruh,
only
if you okay, watch this real quick. Watch this.
cause shit, Devin Haney got them undisputed. That wasn't shit. Shit.
But the thing is, like I
And he
said, who
got more
beat him?
fights than fucking
His
Spence
stablemate,
do.
the guy that he should have fought. Okay, let me explain like this, right?
So if he would have beat
The
Keith Thurman,
guy,
he'd be
the guy
a Hall of Famer if he beat Keith Thurman.
that will be one of his career defining fights because what his career looks like is what Bud did to Earl. When Bud came to 147, he was after everybody that Earl fought, right? And he was out to beat him in a better fashion than Earl did, so they would demand the fight, right? If you look at Earl's resume, it looks like that's what he was doing to get a Keith Thurman fight, except he was not doing it to get a Keith Thurman fight. Everybody that he beat, Keith Thurman beat him first. And then when the people thought you was doing it, said, "Oh, he gonna fight Keith Thurman," you turned around and said, "No, I'll never fight him." So then it's like, why did you even bother to fight all these motherfuckers? You need that fight. That fight, it ain't like Keith Thurman fought these same motherfuckers, never became champ off these motherfuckers, or had no career during the
I'll tell you why he fought them.
He fought Danny Garcia to get the fucking WBC, bro. Like
That's what I'm saying. That's enough reason. It's not because you, bro. He fought who had the belts, bro. It ain't because he was trying to fight.
He didn't just fight the people who had the belt. He fought like the likes of like Lamont Peterson, Ocampo, Mikey Garcia of all people.
One
shit
Lamont,
like that, bro.
Bro, Mikey Garcia wanted to fight him.
He didn't fight.
Bro, listen, bro.
He
The
didn't
nigga took on all smoke. He took on all smoke.
Chris Algieri wasn't no fucking smoke.
Bro, I'm not talking about bro, Ndangu wasn't no smoke, nigga. Bro, motherfucking bro, Terrence Crawford whole
That's
fucking
at
resume.
140. We talking about these dudes were in the same weight class.
All right, well, we talking about, so what we talking about 147?
Yeah, Earl and
okay,
Keith
well,
Thurman was in the same weight
that means
class.
Terrence Crawford whole resume is Keith Thurman and Errol Spence left over. So now what?
Did you just hear what I said? His was strategic. This wasn't.
Nigga, Errol's was strategic. He got 3 belts.
If you trying to twist my logic, what I was
bro,
telling
he got
you,
3 belts, bro.
It looked like he was on the way. His trajectory was on the way to fight a Keith Thurman.
Bro, his trajectory was on the way to fight Crawford.
And said he wasn't gonna fight him,
but he fought Crawford, so he definitely wasn't ducking.
Out of all of this work,
bro, and just to be clear with everybody listening, I'm only disrespecting Crawford. I'm only disrespecting Crawford because he just went up there on TV and disrespected his motherfucking self. I never disrespected Crawford. Like, but that shit was outrageous, nigga. You
Bell Terrace, hit that link at the top of the chat.
He discredited his whole shit by disrespecting Errol, bro. The nigga went and got 3 belts one by one. And then niggas talking about he should have fought Keith Thurman. Nigga, he fought Bud. I thought that highly of Bud, but now I don't. Fuck him. Because the nigga ain't talking about shit. Because nigga Errol ain't talking about shit. So ain't nobody talk about shit. Ain't nobody talking about shit. All that shit was a waste of time. Niggas was going back and forth on YouTube about this fight for no reason. Cause both of these niggas ain't shit. And
What's
both
up,
them
Al
niggas.
Moolah?
AI Money,
What's
what's
up,
happening?
brother?
Al
What's
Money,
up,
what's
bro?
happening? And so you saying that basically what you said about old boy, you got your ass whooped for nothing.
He got his ass whooped for nothing, bro. Niggas need to stay away from Shakur Stevenson and anybody who fuck with him. Because all them niggas ain't nothing. And everybody and they always trying to fight the somethings. And then as soon as they got them fight them, they gonna shit on them. Nigga, goddamn, if Shakur was the fight
I'll be
tank
firing
and he run away from the
Casino
nigga,
be firing motherfuckers up, bro.
man, them niggas lame as fuck. But the nigga from Omaha, Nebraska, who the fuck? I didn't even know black people was from there. The fuck?
Man, the Midwest full of motherfuckers who was dominant in
Man, I ain't
boxing,
even know
bro.
where that shit was. Like,
Are you
fuck.
serious?
No, I'm not serious. But I'm just saying.
Oh. What the
God
I'm
fuck?
saying,
damn, bro.
like,
Casino.
huh?
Nigga, you like, nah, I'm not serious, but fuck him.
Right, I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
like, the
God damn,
Midwest
bro.
had a lot of killers in the boxing game that's legends, bro. Like,
Omaha?
no, not from
No,
Omaha. I
nah, but
said
don't try to just
Midwest, the
you don't just
Midwest.
put Omaha with the Midwest. Nobody thinks about Omaha and nobody
I'm
thinks
just
about
saying, though, it's still Midwest, bro.
man, fuck them niggas, man. Them niggas. I ain't know it was niggas over there. Shit.
God damn, he just dissed the whole Omaha, bro.
Man, fuck
Hey,
Omaha. I don't
I'm
ever
gonna
that's
keep
a
it.
place, I never have to visit, and I'll be okay.
I'm gonna keep it a band with you though. I'm gonna keep it a band.
Huh?
Omaha do got some bitches,
I mean, it
nigga.
probably do. I didn't know they had black bitches. Shit.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Omaha, Omaha. Look at that.
Man, nigga could have kept doing what he was doing, goddamn being a star, and would have went to the Hall of Fame. But now let this black ass nigga, he bent over backwards for this nigga, and now look, and now he got all his fans. Like now we having this discussion. This some bullshit. This is why you don't fight lame ass niggas. This is why. This is why. Because
this
they don't
dude,
appreciate
this
shit.
dude crazy,
This is
bro.
why they don't appreciate shit.
Hey,
Oh, man.
Punch,
I
you
don't think
lost your job, man. Casino is officially the brand new crash out, bro.
this dude.
Fuck that, Punch. You're fired.
That nigga, I can't get in my words out, bro. This
I'm just
motherfucker
playing
here,
with you,
bro.
little bro.
Nah, but I'm
This
just man, these niggas
motherfucker
got
here,
this shit
bro.
fucked up, bro.
Oh
God
shit.
damn, that nigga is crashing out like a
Errol
motherfucker.
is officially on the list. He got it
Hey,
on Casino's
but let
list.
me ask you a question though, both of y'all. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
save the best for last. Casino, you go last, my nigga.
This
In
is
a
not our
perfect
fault for
world,
bringing this shit up.
with the Spence Crawford shit, how should it have ended up? In a perfect world, what do you think? Slick. In a perfect world, how should it ended up?
What?
The Crawford shit.
The
And
way it
Spence.
did.
Okay.
Man, it
Because
The
should
you
have
way
know,
it
ended up.
did.
Man, it should have ended up in mutual respect because the nigga Crawford begging ass was so motherfucking.
No, he talking about the
No,
fight. You talking about the fight, right?
I'm talking about the whole thing,
No, I'm
bro.
talking about 9. The question.
Oh,
You, the
go
question was
ahead.
the fight, right? 9, or you just talking about the whole basis of him, what he said. 9.
This shit must be tripping.
I don't know. What's up, bro? What's your name?
what's
Is
up,
this
bro?
Bell?
Welcome to 913, bro.
Yeah, it's Bell Terrence.
Oh, what's up, Bell?
Bill Terrence, man. What's up with you, bro?
Salute.
What's happening? Is that the guy in the green hat?
Yeah, 9.
Yes,
Yeah, this
sir.
9.
Yes, sir.
9. Okay, 9. Casino, what's happening?
What's happening?
Ain't nothing to it. Hey, I agree with some of the things that you say. I believe that Spence is the Hall of Famer. I never heard of Bud before that fight. I had to go back and look and see what some of the things that he did. But I definitely believe that. I'm not as knowledgeable of those guys as you guys are as far as what they do. I'm more with the Floyd Mayweathers, the Keith Thurmans, and all those guys. But Spence has put in his work. He's done what he was supposed to do. I believe that. So, Casino, you have a valid argument. And the guy in the green hat, 9, you have a valid argument too. But you can't keep comparing Spence and what he did coming up to what Bud did. And when I said, and y'all saw me in the comments, it said I referred to Tyson and Douglas. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Douglas whooped Tyson's ass. Okay. Fine. Is Buster Douglas a Hall of Famer? Absolutely not. Is Tyson? He is. So what you're saying, 9, is that you're saying that Spence is not. That's what you're saying because he got his ass kicked like Tyson did, but he is.
Everything I'm saying is not predicated on the Bud Crawford Spence fight. For one, it's predicated on the body of work throughout their career. And what I'm saying is this: Errol Spence, he's right at the cusp, but he ain't there yet. He ain't there yet. You know what I mean? Because part of being a Hall of Famer is how you shake off your losses. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, when Miguel Cotto, for instance, since you're familiar with that era, when Miguel Cotto fought Margarito and lost, he wasn't a Hall of Famer yet. But what made him a Hall of Famer is how he came back and handled that loss. He didn't complain like the fighters do now. He didn't sue like the fighters did now. He didn't talk shit like the fighters do now about he was cheated and all that shit. No, he came back like a man and took over and got his loss back.
Yeah,
got
and he
his
was
W.
whooping ass. He came back and was whooping ass.
Yeah, he put belt to ass, bro. And that's the whole thing. You know, I keep on saying this is not me crashing out on Errol Spence. I'm just saying it's more meat on the bone. It's more meat on the bone.
Okay, you know what? Here now, you're going back to the old fighters, right? Now those guys got their bones in the mud. That's the real mud shit right there.
Yeah.
This shit that these guys are doing, that's not the mud shit. That's not. Now I'm not saying that Bud did not put in work, because he did, but Spence did more then. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, I think you said at GMT that Spence, no, it was that other guy that said that. But Spence, he told his guys, say, you know what? I want to get with this Bud guy. I want to fight him. He had other offers to get to Canelo, if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
and he
Right.
didn't. So he took that Bud fight because, you know, I'm Spence. I think I can beat this guy.
Right.
But here's my thing though. Still, you gotta give Spence his deal, dude. He was there. You know what I'm saying? He was there. He's been what he's done what he was supposed to do.
Hey, Bill.
This fight that he got whooped on with Bud, which he did get whooped, but like you said, Mr. Casino, that's what he rides on, man. And that's all I got to say about that.
No, Bill. I mean, what you saying is all true. That's why I said I give him credit for the way he got the belts individually and all of that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just that if they're saying that he should get in because he got the 3 belts, right? Then everybody else that has got 3 belts or been undisputed that's not in there should be in there. Because there's plenty of other fighters that's done what he's done, and they're not in there. Right? So then what becomes the defining criteria at this moment? It sounds like it's just popularity then. So then if that's the case, then he didn't need the belts if it's about popularity. So that's what we're saying. Like what was his career defining fight? And if it was Bud, that means they served each other as a purpose, except that he lost.
I can tell you this: Spence didn't duck anybody. He said he would take on the big fights, which he did. Spence did this. So I'm not even going off of his belts, guys, because I really don't know his record like that. I'm not a Spence fan at all. I'm not. I just know what he did. I just know what he did, and I know what Bud has done. And Bud struggled. They didn't give Bud all of his props for what he did, because some of those guys that say he ain't fighting nobody, almost like they're doing Ennis. I don't know too much about Boots Ennis either, but he came on, and I was hearing about this guy, but then I started watching this guy, and I'm like, damn, this guy gets hit sometime. You know what I mean? Like that. You know, like, okay, hold on. He may not be the one. But anyway, I'm going in a different direction. So Spence, back to Spence. I just know he put in the work. He did what he's supposed to do. Bud, he did his thing too. But I'm like Casino. If you're going to put Bud in there, Spence has to be there.
Well, that's what I'm not understanding. Like, what makes them synonymous? If you're willing to acknowledge that Bud has been undisputed champion 135, undisputed 140, lineal at 140, been undisputed at 147, and lineal at 147, and champ at 154. What makes them on the same even playing field? Because he got 3 belts. Remember, the guys that Spence's fought, Keith Thurman fought. It's not like he doesn't have that. When you look at it, he doesn't have that significant fight that would beg that argument. So
okay, well, check this out, GMT. Then let's go here. I'm going to just go with you on this deal. Okay, what about Adrian Broner? How many he had?
What?
How many belts he have?
I think it was like 4 weight classes.
How many times he's been a champion? And then look what happened to him. So if you were gonna base it off of that, then that's the wrong thing to base it off of.
Right. That the reason I brought it up is because of that. Because you're saying because he had 3 belts.
No,
That's why
I
I
didn't
said
say
so.
that.
What
No,
put?
no, your guy said that. I never. I said I
Oh,
just seen what. No. I never said about the belt thing. There's no way I said that.
I thought
I
no.
said
I thought you were saying that because he had 3 belts, he should get in. My bad. I apologize.
no. I just said off of what he's done. He's a fighter, man. He's an old school cat. Hey,
Okay.
you say you
Okay.
the best. I
Okay.
say I'm the best. Let's fight. Let's go in the backyard and let's get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. That's what I get from Spence.
That's
Bud on.
respectable as fuck. That's respectable as fuck. But he still got meat on the bone. He still got some more accomplishments he has to do. Remember, this is his first loss, first weight class. He did
Okay,
good
so
in
then
your first
what
weight
other
class.
accomplishments? Nine. Okay, nine. What else does Spence have to do, and who are we to say what he has to do? That's not us. We're not the one that's in there doing this thing every year or every 2 years.
Bro,
Who are
we
we to
gotta
tell
get
him?
away from that though, man. We the consumer. That's what the fuck we are. We pay for these fights. And especially him, because he's on a platform where it's strictly pay-per-view. We're the consumer. So we get to dictate what we want to see. That wouldn't you think that's fair, bro?
Yeah, but this is where this goes back to what I be saying. Nigga gave y'all what y'all wanted to see, and now look. So fuck what y'all want to see, cause y'all niggas made this nigga. Y'all hyped this nigga up to fight some lame ass nigga, and now look.
So, all right, this conversation really though is predicated on the thinking that, okay, what if Earl Spence comes back?
I mean, then shit, that'd be great. I
See,
would love to
people
see him come back.
having this conversation, and this is not my conversation originally, fellas. I got this, man. Salute to the homeboy IOTBA, his channel, because we was talking about this over in his channel. You know what I mean? So I want to give that man props because he inspired both me and my brother Slick to, come over here and make this video and stuff. But however, though, all this is predicated on the fact that what if he never comes back?
He will.
He will. Okay, well then there's no problem then. He'll grow into a Hall of Famer because there's still meat on the bone.
Right. That's all we
So
saying.
it's no
We not
problem.
shitting on
But
him.
as of right now, he's not that.
Yeah. I think
But
he's on
the verge. That's my whole thing, bro. He's on the verge. But right now, not quite.
Right.
I haven't seen enough yet.
And Broner, I
And
think
why do I get
just
to
answer your
judge?
question. I
Because
think
I'm a
Broner was on the
consumer.
channel
I
one
buy the
time.
fights.
What'd you say?
I said just to answer your question that you had asked about Broner. I think he only had 1 belt. That was at 135, somewhere around there.
Okay,
I
so
think Broner had a gang
just
of belts.
you know what?
Yeah.
Just amuse me on this deal. Adrian Broner, he only had 1. You said?
I believe he only had 1.
No, he
All
had
right.
gang of belts, bro.
So hold on. I'm just gonna roll with it. So okay, just 1 belt. Okay, how many times has Broner? What is his athletes compared
Because
to
I ain't so
Bud?
following him. He was like 135. No,
Man,
you
I
right.
want to
You
ask a
right. You right.
question.
130.
I
You right.
want to ask.
130 was
Keep
WO.
keep.
You right.
I want to
You
ask
right.
a
You right.
question.
No,
I want to
hey,
ask a question.
keep
What?
going on that deal because 135, 140, 147. That's Adrian Broner, homeboy. And I don't care about the belt. I'm just saying what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is,
That's
what's the
still
difference?
Hall of
What's the
Fame work.
difference? Niggas talking about Hall of Fame at 140. What's the difference in beating Julius and Dongo and goddamn Devin Haney beating Cambosis? What's the fucking difference? Ain't no fucking difference. Ain't no respect on that shit. Your shit weak as fuck, and it wasn't lit till you beat Errol. You shitted on that, so I'ma shit on it too. Neither one of y'all shit, and it's what it is, bro.
But it's still meat on the bone. And I think it's a little bit more meat on the bone for Terrence. That's why he's trying to fight this Canelo fight.
Yeah, and when he get his
I
when we
don't
get his
agree with it.
if he get his ass knocked the fuck out, we better treat this nigga just like Errol. He's not a Hall of Famer either.
Well, Casino, I think he's gonna get knocked out.
All right, well then he ain't shit. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I don't listen, bro.
But you know what
I
y'all
don't
gonna do?
fuck with
Y'all gonna
no
be like,
fighter,
this is what
bro.
y'all gonna do. He gonna be like, y'all gonna be like, he dared to be great. Well, fuck, Errol did too.
Hey, salute to my chat, man. Everybody press 1 in the chat, man. If y'all think I'm a hater with all fighters, not just one, all fighters. I'm the wrong guy to be having this conversation with, bro.
Now niggas
Because
going to the Hall
everybody
of
think
Fame for
I
being
hate all fighters, bro.
niggas
Because
Yeah.
going
we
to the Hall
get
of Fame for
critical
being
on
Hey, he did have
for
a
daring
bunch
to
of
be
belts,
great.
but some of them belts was like bullshit belts, like a
them.
diamond belt
Yeah.
and fucking
Yeah, but that shit go down in accolades. And guess
yeah,
what, though?
yeah. But he had the WBC, and he definitely had the real WBC, and he had the real WBO.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, check this out. To me, guys, and I'm much older than all of you guys, and I don't even know your guys' ages, but I'm pretty sure I'm older than you guys. But here, a Hall of Famer to me would be, and these guys have lost. Okay, that's George Foreman. You know, that's Mike Tyson. That's Muhammad Ali. That's Larry Holmes. All those are Hall of Famers. If you really want to
Mm-hmm.
think of Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about these young cats right now. Even though Errol Spence is 30, I mean, Bud is 36, whatever it is, going to be 37, or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Think of Hall of Fame, guys. Think of Hall of Fame.
Right.
Think of that. That means something. You accomplished something.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, Floyd,
Yeah.
Sweet Pea.
But when you do that,
Those guys.
like for instance, I know you said forget belts, right? So drop the belts. But a lot of these guys that you're naming went to multiple weight classes.
But does that really matter?
And dog walked the men
said,
that was in them weight classes. No, what I'm saying is it still had to be something to make them worthy. You get what I'm saying?
It was, and you know what? Check this out, GMT. Just check this out. Floyd did it. I'm just gonna go with Floyd. Right. Floyd, Pacquiao, all these guys came up. I mean, Floyd started out at what, 22 or 18 or some shit?
Yeah.
At that weight class, and he came all the way up to 54.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He said, you know what? You say you better than me? Okay, let's go.
But
you
watch
say
this,
you
though.
Better than me?
Take
let's
the belts
go.
out. Like I said, take all his belts out and look at the terror he went on from the time he stepped in the game.
Right.
He fought those guys.
There you go.
You understand? He fought those guys.
There you go.
But when I look at Earl, he fought everybody on the side of the street. And also Keith Thurman had already mopped him up already. So my thing is, where is his legacy fight? If you use Mayweather, shit, he fought everybody. He took on, he even doubled back and was like, got off top rank, was like, I'm finna go back and whoop y'all star in Diego Corrales.
Okay, so here's what I'm not understanding.
You know
here's what I'm not understanding. How are we talking about Keith Thurman? Who the fuck? Keith Thurman? Okay, sorry. Why are we talking about Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman is not even in the equation.
Keith Thurman was the man before him.
Okay, Keith Thurman was still not the man, bro.
Keith Thurman was the man before him. How is
they
that
both got meat on their bones.
Yeah,
that's why
right. I'm not saying he in the Hall of Fame or nothing like that. What I'm saying is they damn near got the same exact resume.
Yeah, that's why I was saying earlier they need to fight each other.
Like if you go look at Keith Thurman's resume, go look at Earl's resume. Swear to God. Like Mikey Garcia is different on there. And I said the other name. But the other stuff is basically the same, bro. That's what I'm saying. So like Keith Thurman was the guy. Remember, Keith Thurman was the one calling out Mayweather. Mayweather retired. He gave him the belt. And then he got another belt, and all this shit. He was the man. And then he disappeared. And then we said, Earl, we're going to give you everybody that man fought and build your ass up. Build your ass up. Now, it's not Earl's fault that the guys, when he fought him, they had the belt. Salute to him. He got those belts. But where is his defining bout? Like I said, if you took the belts out of it, where was his defining bout? Like I said, you can go back, like you said, but them guys, they were moving, bro. They were doing shit, and they would fight more on a regular. Like we said, Hagler got a record of 12 defenses, you know what I'm saying, undisputed at 160. So we can't just say because he stayed at one weight class, that dude was fighting, you know what I'm saying? Anybody you put in front of him, he waited down there, what was that, 5 years to get Sugar Ray Leonard ass. You know what I mean? All that shit, you know what I mean?
Right,
so I'm
that's
with
what
you
I'm saying,
if you take the belts out of it, I get it, but it still has to be something. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something.
Yeah, and that's the
what the something is. They fought everybody. How many losses did Duran have, guys? Can anyone tell me that?
Duran had
none of them.
Hold on, he had a lot of them, but the thing about Duran went all the way to light heavyweight.
Okay, my point still
135 to 1 heavyweight.
Okay, my point is he a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Okay, why? Because he fought everybody. His losses didn't matter. His belts didn't matter. He
16 losses.
Everybody.
But the man fought 103 times though.
Okay, that doesn't matter. Do we care?
Bro,
no. I'm saying though, they equate 16 losses to 103 wins. You know what I mean?
Apparently, though, Errol Spence loss matter because we ain't seen this motherfucker in the ring since then. It's been like 2 going on 3 years.
Okay, so who are we to tell him when to come back, man? He's a boxer.
We are the consumer.
We're the consumer.
No, I get that part because
we're talking as fans.
Just because
like
we are the consumer,
want to see him.
Just because we're the consumer, we can't tell him when he needs to fight. He'll come back when he's ready.
I think it's not a matter of telling. I don't think it's a matter of telling. It's as fans, like we hate that he took the 2-year layoff. I can see you take time off, but we want to see Earl back because we know that he can achieve this. You understand what I'm saying? We're
But
not
nobody's
slandering him.
telling me
It's just
though.
like, damn,
Hold
you
on,
just
Slick.
burnt
How
out.
old is Errol Spence?
Yeah, hold on.
I'm not sure.
I don't want to get the line. Hold on.
Yeah,
I think
he ain't got all the time in the world.
But it does. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
You got new guys coming up. 154.
Was Muhammad Ali worried
after
about
the
the new
fight?
guys coming up?
Man, you know
No, he
what's so
wasn't.
crazy? You know what's so crazy? Niggas
How old
don't
is Errol Spence?
niggas talking about new guys coming up, but niggas don't pressure goddamn Terrence Crawford to fight no new guys coming up, and he older than
He
Errol.
35. He
Niggas don't
35 years
pressure.
old.
Niggas
He's
don't
Yes, I
30.
pressure.
do.
Niggas don't pressure Errol to fight motherfucking Virgil. Niggas don't pressure goddamn Errol to fight motherfucking Boots. Niggas don't pressure goddamn. Terrence to fight motherfucking Boots.
No,
Niggas.
we not saying to fight the young people. Just come back and fucking fight. Goddamn me. At least Bud's still fighting.
And my
Man,
number one thing was
He
fight
may be picking
timing.
and choosing, but he fighting.
bro, but the nigga ain't healthy.
Well, hey,
He
it's
might
over
not be.
with, man. You came up a little bit
Then
short. Fuck it.
right. And we saying that if he come back, which we want him to come back, he can achieve that goal. We not shitting on him like it's just like as of
Here's
right
what I
now. I
think.
feel like he's not
Here's
based on belts. Everybody's logic because he has belts. Not you, belters, but everybody that's been on this thing saying that because he has these 3 belts that he should be in the Hall of Fame. Like
Bro,
there's
but that's the
plenty of
same
3
thing.
belt holders and
Bro.
undisputed holders that's not in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Well, then that means Terrence Crawford. What the fuck is special about him? The nigga, all he got was some belts.
Shit, he done outdid a lot of
All he
motherfuckers.
got was some damn belts from some niggas ain't nobody ever
Of
fucking
course,
heard of.
accolades, he done outdid a lot of
Bro,
motherfuckers.
man, that nigga got a bunch of belts from a
Mayweather
bunch
ain't
of
even
niggas.
achieved
Bro, this
no
nigga got
undisputed.
belts from a bunch of niggas ain't nobody ever fucking heard of. And it's the same shit.
That's where
So
it go
they
back
mean,
to. Is it more
so,
about accolades or it's gonna be more about your resume?
so
It's a
and
pick and choose thing.
they
Then at
came
that
together
point,
to make the most anticipated, supposed to be most anticipated welterweight fight in a long time. And one is a Hall of Famer and one ain't. When all we talking about is some fucking belts, which both of them had. So that means neither one of them is, or both of them is.
no, one of
At the
them
end of the day.
lost.
At the end of the day.
One of
No,
them
bro.
lost.
No, it don't work like that. If it's
Bro.
supposed to be
One
that big of a
serves the
fight,
other. One serves
man,
the other
bro. If the
person's
Casino,
fight,
career
if
more.
the
that's
fight supposed
fair
to be
what
that
you
big, they
saying.
both go. They
Casino,
both
that's
go.
fair what you saying, but at the same time, you got to look at it like this. A lot of shit come in cycles. 5 years ago, welterweight was popping. Now, welterweight ain't shit. 54 popping.
Yeah, but it was
Five,
popping when Arrow had 3.
Here's the
but check
thing,
this
Arrow
out.
had
this is
3.
this is
Hold on,
what he's missing, man. Hold on, now this is what he's missing.
5 years ago, 140 wasn't shit. Now it's popping.
Yeah, 5 years
That
ago,
shit come in
141
cycles.
shit. And where the fuck was Terrence Crawford at
Here's it,
140?
but this is the part that's missing, fellas. He said that both of them should go. Might have agreed with you if Earl just kept fighting. Earl is not number 2 no more, bro. He stopped fucking fighting, bro. Like it would have been different. Like he took his time off 6 months or whatever case. Came back, kept fucking fighting. When he was supposed to come back, fight a front door when Bud stepped aside and did what he did in 1. Yeah, he still would have been arguing number 2. But he ain't fighting.
He ain't on shit.
And we can't
bro.
tell him when to come back. We can't tell like my boy Bell said. We can't tell him when to come back. But the point is, he ain't fucking fighting. He not.
Hey,
And ain't he
guys,
had
look at it
enough
like
breaks
this.
in his
Hey,
career in
guys,
the
look at it
first
like
place?
this. We can debate that. Look at Mildred Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, look at what was this guy? The guy from Arkansas. They used to call him the guy from Arkansas used to wipe his feet when he walked in the ring. Arkansas. What was his
Oh,
name?
Jermaine Taylor?
Yeah, Jermaine Taylor. Look at that guy. You know what? Well, back then we were pushing them too fast to come back, and look what happens to him. Mildred Taylor can't even talk no more. The guy you just said, he's out of the game.
Jermaine
You know what I'm
Taylor.
saying? Those guys, who are we to tell these guys when it's time? They'll know when it's time to come back, man.
Jermaine had a lot of outside problems.
Yeah, that's true too. But so did
Salute the
Riddick Bowe.
locals,
But so did Riddick Bowe.
notepad.
True.
But so did
Excuse me,
Riddick
fellas.
Bowe.
Excuse
True.
me. Hey, so salute the locals notepad. He said Spence needs to strap up his boots and fight. Simple as plain.
Man, but if the nigga ain't healthy, he ain't healthy.
If
That's
he
all
ain't
I'm
healthy,
saying,
then
bro.
bro,
He doesn't
But
have
that
to come
loss,
back
because
there.
to be fair, that loss though defines Spence. Like if Spence would have kept fighting, the fans would have kept riding with him, and if he would have won him, they'd have been right back in the ring at 154.
listen,
I
at
mean,
this point, Spence doesn't need a Hall of Fame trophy. He needs a participation ribbon. Put the ribbon around his neck. That's all he need, bro. Because now it's so many excuses dealing with this guy. Well, he's not feeling good and he's got a headache. That sound like a bitch that don't want to give you no pussy and shit. Bitch, fight. I mean, I don't see what the big deal is.
man, that's
Either you
because
made
we
it to
sit
the
up.
Hall of Fame or
That's
you not.
because we sitting up here acting like
Life You don't
bro.
bro. Listen, you don't
My
get
analysis
judged on the
because he's
shit you
not
do
fighting.
because of, bro. You get judged on the shit you do in spite of, and in spite the fact that you lost your last fight, you got embarrassed. Instagram made you a living meme for like a couple of motherfucking months. You still strapped on your motherfucking boots, went out there and fought somebody. At this
Man,
point,
I
we
ain't
not
see
even
not what man. Where was the
listen, bro.
arrow
We
meme?
not
I ain't
even
even see no
expecting
meme.
him. Listen, Casino, bro.
What?
We not even expecting him to fight a world beater. Man, get you a little tune-up fight. But I forgot he don't do tune-up fights because he think that shit cute. No, nigga, get you a tune-up fight. Home in on your craft. Get a little bit better. Do the shit that boxers been doing traditionally.
What boxing has been doing traditionally is if they lose this month, I want to fight this guy in 3 more months. That's what they
Thank
did
you.
traditionally. It's not taking this whole year and stuff off like that. But
Right.
that's not what Spence is doing. Spence, he had some issues just like all these fighters got. You know what I'm saying? So we are not the ones to tell them when they can come back and fight. That's all I'm saying, Nine. Now you can say whatever you want to say on that deal.
Hey,
I
brother,
understand you're gonna come back with
do
the
you think
consumer
he's
thing.
done?
It still doesn't matter.
Hey,
You
brother, do
know,
you think he's done?
no, I believe he can come back, man, but he gonna come back when he want to.
Yeah, that's what I say. He'll come back when he want to though, but is it gonna serve him well to do that?
When he come back, then we'll know. If he come back and he goes and fights Fundora or Keith Thurman, whoever, then we will know.
I don't care, bro. Next fight he does. Next fight Spence has. I don't care where you are. I'm gonna cover that fight live, and I want you to come on right here with me, and we gonna cover that fight live together. Is that
Well,
a
I hope
bet?
you know what
Hey,
he
Nine.
said that when
Let
he
me ask you
does
a
fight,
question.
he's gonna do it here in Dallas, Texas, and I'm right here in Dallas, Texas, and I'll
Nine.
be at the fight.
What's the number one? What's the number one? Nine. What's the number one killer of boxing?
Inactivity.
I believe it.
That's why I think
That's
that
why I said, does
Spence
it
is gonna
serve him
lose to
a good
Crawford.
purpose? It
I mean,
don't.
that's why I think Crawford gonna lose to Canelo. Nigga, you inactive.
I
I'm
don't
not
think that.
just
I don't think
attacking
that.
one
I
side
just
of the
don't think that.
tree. I think everybody's got a lot of blame. Man, there's enough fuck shit to go around for everybody.
Right.
I think that Bud is just gonna get beat by Canelo. That's all I
I do
think.
too. I do too.
I'm rooting for Bud. I'm rooting for
I'm
Bud.
rooting for
No,
Bud.
now don't get it twisted. I'm rooting for Bud, but I just believe
I'm
he's out
not
of his
picking him
league.
though. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wrap. Nah, I can't even,
But
you
if
know
he
what I'm saying,
pull it
sit
off,
here with a
boy,
straight face
shit.
and tell you Bud gonna win, bro.
Yeah.
I really can't.
Dude,
And
that's
to be
like
fair,
that, dude. Dude, that's like
everything
that's
I'm saying,
dude.
everything
That's
I'm saying
just
about Earl, I said about Thurman when he tucked his tail and ran after that loss with Pacquiao. So
Yeah.
I
dude.
said the
That was
same
that,
thing
that
then.
was the same as Adrian Broner thinking that he could beat Pacquiao. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
All right,
I
so
just
look, all right. Remember when Errol had the retina tear and shit, and then he wasn't able to fight Pacquiao. So if he had to beat Pacquiao, that would have put him as a Hall of Famer.
That's a legend. Hell yeah,
Yep.
damn
Man,
hell
see, that's
yeah.
some
You be a
bullshit.
legend,
That's some
bro.
old
Yep.
bullshit. So I
Bro,
Yep.
mean,
you
all
be a
right.
fucking
Well, if
legend,
he's
bro.
not a Hall of Famer, bro, it's basically because of health issues and shit, bro. I guess whatever.
hey
But I mean, uh,
Casino. We don't have to make excuses for Spence. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have to do that.
yeah.
Spence know what he's done. We
I
ain't
mean,
got to make no
I'm not
excuses for
No,
making
him.
no,
excuses
he
for
has
him.
a question. Think about it. Like, we talking about Pacquiao, bro. Yeah, if he would have beat Pac-Man,
Nigga, 8th division
man,
champion.
for
Man, but
real,
that shit don't
bro.
even make no fucking sense because I mean, shit. That's like I mean, so basically, Jake Paul is a Hall of Famer because he beat the shit
No,
out
you
of
can't.
motherfucking
Nah,
Mike
you can't.
Tyson.
See how
He
you
beat
trying?
Mike
Fuck
Nah,
Tyson.
you
nah.
being
No,
disrespectful, bro.
he beat
You
Mike
being
Casino,
disrespectful
Tyson.
now,
Casino,
bro.
He
Casino.
beat
How you
Mike
gonna
Tyson,
disrespect
bro.
Pacquiao
Casino,
like that,
Bro,
bro?
he beat
Casino.
Mike
I know
Tyson,
what
This
you trying to
bro.
do,
disrespectful ass
Casino.
Hey,
bitch.
Casino,
I know
Casino,
You
what you
you,
can't
trying to
do
do,
that,
bro.
bro.
But
You can't
nah,
do
bro.
that, bro.
Casino,
Uh,
you went too far with that one, homeboy.
Yeah,
You
bro.
went too
You
far with
Yeah,
that.
tripping,
bro.
bro.
man, listen, bro. Pacquiao old as fuck. Mike Tyson old as fuck. That shit don't make a difference,
No,
bro. That
no.
shit, that nigga
Pacquiao
was.
was active, bro,
Hey, bro, you
and was
grasping the
still
straws
doing
like
the
a motherfucker.
damn
You
thing, bro.
reaching.
God damn, bro. No,
Nine,
no.
you said
Shit.
nine. You said when Casino come up here, it was gonna be funny. You
Yeah,
just made
I'm
it funny,
telling you, man.
Casino.
I tried to tell you, bro.
Casino, my
That's
guy,
the
bro.
homie, bro. He be
He
cracking me
better
up.
not ever change neither, bro. This nigga had me
That
dying.
was
Hey,
that was
hey,
crazy.
we gonna shift the subject, man, so you can really see how Casino is. Casino, tell me about your favorite fighter, Shakur Stevenson.
Oh man, shit, hell no. I mean, it's nothing to say, bro. I mean, it speaks for itself, bro. Like, are
He
you entertained? No, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I think Shakur's a Hall of Famer.
Man, come on, man.
Fingers crossed like a motherfucker. I just want to see you
Man, come on,
crash
man.
out.
Come on, man. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
what would you do if Errol Spence never made the Hall of Fame and Shakur made the Hall of Fame? What would you do? What would you say?
I mean, I just be like, see, this is what's the problem with boxing. Y'all niggas don't love the sport. Y'all niggas don't love the sport.
I'm trying to get you to crash out, bro, so bad, bro.
Niggas is, you know what I'm saying, bro? Niggas got boxing on motherfucking life
Casino
support.
know he be secretly under the cover watching Shakur fights.
What did you think about
Man,
that Shakur
shit.
Padley fight, bro?
I didn't see it.
We would never know.
What did you
You
think
be
about this Shakur De Los Santos?
Man, that was the moment I stopped watching.
he said that was the moment I started watching.
That nigga Casino's being contained, man. You doing good today, bro.
Man, I'm saying, bro, because, man, listen, man, I ain't got time for this shit, man. That
Okay,
shit
who you
quit.
got? One last one. Who you got? Shakur versus Tank.
Man, I got Tank, bro. Come on, bro.
I think Shakur would knock out Tank, bro.
Bro, Shakur can't knock out the lights. Nigga.
Ah!
Man, Shakur can't, nigga. Shakur couldn't, bro. Listen, bro. Shakur couldn't even, bro. I don't even like to keep bringing this up, but he couldn't even knock out that female. So, you know, Shakur ain't talking about shit, bro, at all.
All right, well, I'm gonna get serious real fast because y'all just brought up Shakur. Uh, we're gonna know what Tank is made of when he fights Lamont, and I believe Lamont's coming, and I believe he's gonna get him.
I hope he can, but shit, he better knock him out because they ain't gonna let Tank lose.
Well, he has to. He has to take it from him. He has to do.
Yeah, they not gonna. It ain't gonna be no close shit. They
No, it's
gonna
not
do
gonna.
none
No,
of that.
He's got to go. He's got to go get him.
Hey, this might go like Roy Jones Tarver too, and you know that was the
Mm-hmm.
punch that was heard around the world back in the day. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And you got to think about the similarities of this fight. Tarver and Jones, both Florida boys, fought in the amateurs a few times. They knew each other.
Mm-hmm.
First fight was close. Um, Roy edged it out. Second fight, shit.
You know what happened?
Tarver caught him.
You know what happened?
So, hey, I just
But
think
that's how
that,
it's gonna have to go. That's how I see it. That's how it's gonna have to go, bro. I can't see him going 12 and then think he gonna win. He's too much of he's too much of a cash cow for them.
I
Who
think
else do they
even low
have?
key though, man, because you know what we've been talking about the whole time. Markability versus talent.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Tank in that fight knew about his talent. Think about it. Or he just would have went out there with Calvin. He got a whole fucking team. He went and got Boogie. He went and got like all these different coaches to help him in that camp.
Man, nah, man, hell no. That's not why.
Bro, he literally did. We
I mean,
literally seen
I
him
know he
get a
knew
whole bunch
about,
of
I know
coaches.
he about his talent, but that wasn't because he was fighting Lamont Roach, bro. The shit was because shit, something was going on with Coach Calvin, bro.
I don't know, bro.
And
I'm
that
just
wasn't the
saying
first
that's just
time he
not a good
used
look.
them. That wasn't even his first time using them.
Yeah, but that just wasn't a good
And
look.
Boogie just worked in the gym. But he was just at Headbangers Gym, bro. If you go to Headbangers Gym, you working with all them niggas too.
Yeah, Headbangers Gym. I know about Headbangers Gym out of
Yeah,
DC. Boogie is the
yeah.
mid man.
But he wasn't trying to get nothing special for Lamont Roach, bro. It just was a situation. Like the
I
nigga had
think
to
he
use.
better get something special. He better get Calvin back in that fucking corner.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like, but I don't think he didn't use Calvin because he was worried about Lamont Roach. Like, I need to get some new shit to deal with this dude. I don't think it was like that.
Well, the
whatever
coach
happened, it
said,
didn't,
"Hey,
didn't
man,
work in his favor.
when he said that in the press conference, what's the oh god, the not Calvin, but the other coach, the other head coach, oh fuck, tip of my tongue, who
Kenny,
was, huh?
Kenny.
Coach Kenny, yeah, thank you, bro. He said it though in the press conference. Yeah, they know all our tricks, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. So we knew it was a tough fight. So I think he enlisted a team to beat him and still came up short with a draw. So yeah, bro, I think the next fight is gonna be a
So
little bit more complicated.
you think it was a matter of trying to teach an old dog new tricks and it didn't work?
Nah, I just think that he pulled out all the stops. All the local guys that knows. See, one thing people don't realize, man, is boxing is a regional thing, believe it or not.
Facts.
It's
I know
really a
that.
regional thing. When you go to these
Different styles
tournaments,
of fights.
You say, you know that all these Ohio guys is going to do this. You know, all these DMV guys got this little trick. You know, all the Texas guys got these little tricks.
Yep.
You feel me? You know, all of us California guys got that little trick.
Yep.
It's really a regional thing. You know what I'm saying? And we come up like fighting each other. And so, you know, Styles is homed in craft or whatever. Man, I show you Aaron Pryor from Ohio. I'll show you Sean Porter from Ohio. Guaranteed. Same shit. Same style. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you Mayweather from Michigan. I'll show you James Toney from Michigan.
Okay, nine. Right. You saying some good names right now, bro. You on track. Pryor, you know, all those guys, right? Now look, what did they do, man? Them motherfuckers was fighting.
Yeah, bro.
You understand? These motherfuckers is fighting. Now come back to Tank. Tank thinks, well, Tank knows he before all this happened with Lamont. Give me Ryan again. For what, nigga? We already seen you beat him. Why we gotta have that fight?
That shit's annoying as fuck too,
that
bro.
That shit don't even make no motherfucking sense. Look, I already whooped your ass. All right, that's done. Matter of fact, not only that, I dropped you. You quit. So why would I want to fight you again? Don't nobody want to see that shit. Go fight Shakur.
You know why he wanted to fight him
Keyshawn,
again?
Now Keyshawn done came up and he just came out of fucking nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to fuck with Devin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Those other guys, Tank is not Aaron Pryor. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say Tank was Aaron Pryor. Oh no. I said if you show me a style of an Aaron Pryor from Ohio, I'll show you a style of a Sean Porter from Ohio. Look at the tape. Watch it. They got the same little ticks.
Okay, so what I'm not understanding is what does it matter? Ohio, Nebraska, California.
What I'm saying, brother,
or you're familiar with how familiar you are with a person.
Boxing is a regional thing. You know what I mean? And when you're in these gyms, everybody from these certain areas got the same tricks. Look at Mayweather. Look at James Toney. Same tricks. You see what I'm saying? All these guys from different regions got the same tricks, bro.
So by them being from the same region,
hey, even the homie on here, Casino, he fights, right? I bet you see him fight, you be like, damn, that nigga look like a little Brian Norman. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody from these are the same coaches, the same people. They're teaching everybody the same thing, and they home their same style. And it's kind of like, it's, bro, look at Devin Alexander, St. Louis.
Okay, Nine. I think I know where you're going with this thing.
Yeah,
so what you're saying is, because we were talking about Tank and Lamont. You're saying because they're from the same area. That's right, what you said, right? Area?
Mm-hmm.
They're the same area, so they kind of know each other. They fought in the amateurs. I get all that part, but I'm gonna say this too real fast. The amateur shit don't mean nothing in the pros. Okay, that's done and over with. We're done. That shit is done. I don't give two fucks about that.
They know that style.
Y'all still okay? So we're in the same area, like you said, Nine. So okay, we kind of familiar with each other. But what I think Lamont Roach did was, you know what, Tank? I ain't scared of you, homeboy. Just like you just said with Tarver and Jones. Tarver said, I remember when, hey, Roy, you had any excuses today? And then what did he do?
Knocked him out.
All right, that's all I'm saying, Nine.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this. I think we kind of agreeing on this. I'm saying that when you got guys like that from the same area, amateur or pro, those are the same coaches in the same area. They're familiar with each other.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same kind of style.
What he's saying is Lamont Roach didn't have a reason to be intimidated.
Yeah.
He's been seeing that shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
I think people got the whole situation misconstrued. Like I think
no, but that's saying exactly what that is, Nine. What Tarver said was, Roy, I don't give a fuck who you are. I know who I am. Lamont Roach is saying the same thing, nigga. I don't give a fuck that you Tank. I'm Lamont Roach, and I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Yeah,
but
Tank, I think Tank knew he was gonna be on that. I don't think Tank was shocked. Like people always try to paint it like Tank don't want to fight nobody, bro. Like Tank knew that the same way y'all say Lamont knew Tank. Tank knew Lamont, so that means that nigga purposely took a hard fight, and you know.
Well, according to hold on, Casino. No, Casino. That's not true because everyone said,
"Hey, hold it down."
We gotta do that. We can just go
right back, bro.
Bet.
We can just go to the gambling thing. He was a 25-1 underdog. So who the hell thought Lamont Roach was gonna beat Tate?
No,
No,
Nobody.
no,
no, no,
no,
no,
no, no, no,
no,
no.
no. I'm saying Tank knew that Tank was trying to tell folks the whole time that the nigga was skilled. He was, bro, but nobody believed him. They like Tank cherry picking again, bro. The nigga knew the nigga was talking about something, and then now everybody's shocked because
Okay, yeah, I get you. Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
didn't nobody know him, but Tank knew him because they from the
yeah.
same area,
Got
and
you.
he gave the
Got
nigga
you.
opportunity to get a bag, and he knew it was gonna be a hard fight because they done had hard fights before.
Right,
And
right.
that's
All right,
what I
now,
was saying,
okay, hey
Casino too.
GMT, check
That's
this
why I
out.
think he pulled
GMT.
out the
I didn't
stop.
want to get
What's
off
up?
the I didn't want to get off the schedule, but GMT, how
Huh?
much money did he? I heard that Lamont got 500,000. Then I heard he got 1.2 million. How much did he get? How much did he get for that fight, man? For real?
No, it was a mil. I know it was over a mil, like that 1.2 number. It wasn't no 500,000.
Okay,
He
that's
got
all
a
right.
bag. He got
He
a
got a
bag
bag.
over it. Yeah, he came out and said he got that bag.
Did he get anything on the back end, or was that included?
Probably not. He probably didn't get shit on the back end. He just got that flat fee.
And what did Tank get?
Yeah,
The
I'm not
rest of
sure,
it.
but the rest of it,
Yeah.
Okay, but how much was that?
I'm not sure. I'm not
Can
sure.
we say 10? Can we say 10 million?
Most likely,
Okay, so he got what 30 million with Ryan Garcia,
yeah.
right? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So why does everyone think that Tank is the cash cow? Canelo's the cash cow.
No,
Bud is
no,
gonna
no, no,
get
no.
$50 million to fight Canelo. Canelo gonna get 70 million.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Okay,
Canelo is the face.
but everybody said Tank was.
Javante is the cash cow of PBC. The difference. He's the face of PBC. Canelo's the face
But
of
what about?
boxing,
Okay, hold on. What about Benavidez? He's PBC.
and he ain't no face of PBC. He's under Javante. He ain't done nothing to rival Javante. He ain't did none of that
You
or
know what? The
Canelo.
best way I could put it, bro, is this. Ryan is really, really dope with pay-per-view numbers. His pay-per-view numbers is pretty dope.
I
Yeah.
got
Tank
you.
is really,
I
really
got you.
dope with packing the house on the gate, the live gate. And Canelo is really, really great at both.
Yeah,
That's the difference.
he's the face of boxing. You know what I mean? And that's why Javante want that. Them numbers they did, he know he ain't gonna get that with nobody else but Ryan. That was
Not even
his bag.
Shakur.
No.
Not with even Keyshawn. Everybody want to see these fights.
No.
GMT.
They want to see him, but it's one thing for the internet.
GMT. I will pay. It doesn't matter what it
Man,
is.
listen,
I will pay
I ain't
with
gonna
I
you.
lie.
will
I
He
pay
been
for
will
that.
too.
Locos,
I'm
you
with
Can I
right,
you.
can I
man.
answer that?
AJ is
Hold
getting
on real quick.
bread, bro.
I'm with you on that. Before it's a worldwide thing, like Canelo draw worldwide numbers. Javante not drawing in worldwide numbers. Shakur not drawing in worldwide numbers. Ryan Garcia been having a following since he was in his fucking garage, bro. It's something about that kid that he got the kids' eye. You know what I'm saying? They follow Ryan more than they follow Tank. You know what I mean? So that's why them two coming together can equal out to Canelo numbers. Canelo could go fight Joe Smo, and he's still gonna get them numbers. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now I want
No. Here's
to this
my
how
thing
you
though.
this I
Okay.
want to say
Now,
this
okay.
about
So
that point
here's what
too.
I'm saying. You can get all the numbers you want. That's fine. I don't give two fucks about that. Get paid because that's what you're in this thing for. But
Mm-hmm.
here, my thing is, and I'm old school, like I told you guys earlier. The fight the best. Those guys. That's what this is about. That's what we in this for. You say you better than me. I say I'm better than you.
Right.
Let's see. Let's see that. Let's do that.
I'm with that.
And that could be $400 a piece. But I'm the best. I thought that's what boxing is about.
They
The
not built like
best.
that though. These upcoming cats not built like that. They about the bag. We learned that when Ryan got on TV and said, "Fuck the belts." You had motherfucking the whole argument about belts when Devin Haney was on his way to be undisputed, and they were saying he had the French fry belt. The minute he got the real belt, he became undisputed. Everybody took their belts. That's why you don't see Javante walk out with his belts no more. You don't see none of that. Do you know it's people today that don't even know Javante is a champion because he doesn't even represent the belts. So it's like. And then for that man to come out and say he don't care about legacy, that told you right there. He just wants the bag. He's just strictly a prize fighter. That's all he want. Where the biggest bag at, that's where Javante gonna float to. You know what
All
I
right,
mean?
so then look.
And
So we're not so now look, you just said it. So these guys, Shakur, Tank, Keyshawn, Brian Norman, Boots Ennis, Bud. So they're really not in this
no,
to
I
be
didn't
the
include
best.
them. No.
Are
I
they
can't
not in
group
this to
all
be
of
the
them.
best?
I said the names I wanted to.
No, but hold on, check this out, GMT. Or are they in this for the bag?
No. Some of them names don't qualify in that. Like Ryan Garcia, he in it for the bag. Tank is definitely in it for the bag. And there's some that are. But I believe Shakur is about legacy. I believe
Brian
Keyshawn, he
Norman
want to be there.
is for
Brian
the
Norman's about
bag.
legacy. No,
Keyshawn Johnson is for the bag.
I don't think so.
Shakur is for the bag.
I don't think so.
That's Keyshawn Davis. You said Keyshawn Johnson, the football player.
Yeah.
The- oh,
I
Man,
don't
bro,
think
I
so.
ain't gonna lie, bro.
I be
Bro,
doing that shit
Everybody
too,
man,
wants
bro.
the
listen,
biggest payday, but
I
man,
be doing
listen,
that all the
think those
time.
guys. I believe they
But you
want
know
the
what? I
biggest
don't
payday,
care.
but
But look,
they want legacy.
but GMT, I don't care
You can
about
get
the
them
money.
both.
I
Right. I
don't
don't
care about
either.
the money with these
I
guys.
don't either.
They don't do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They
Right.
don't do nothing for me. My thing is, I just want the motherfuckers the best one. Hey, let's fight each other, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I
Facts.
mean. Now
Right.
that right
And
there
and
is
here
what's
goes
gonna
here.
make you
With that being
the
said,
Hall
bro,
of Fame. The show
bro.
said is Errol Spence Hall of Famer. Yes, he is. Casino, I'm with you 100%.
Now, with that being said, let me hear from the panel, man. From everybody in the panel, the 3 fights that y'all would want to see, any weight class, anything. If you was a matchmaker right now, you could make your own fight card, and you had to pick 3 fights.
Can I
Uh,
can I
Pull up
I
can I
got.
fight,
respond?
Let me go. I got
pull up fight, co-main event, and main event.
Jao Pataya and Gordo. I want to see that off the rip. Shakur Stevenson and Tank. And if I had my way, it would be Virgil Ortiz and Terrence Bud Crawford.
Amen. All right, Casino, you next, bro.
shit, for the main event, it'll be AJ versus Wilder. Um, for co-main, it would be Ryan versus Boots, and the next one would be. Let me think. Damn, hold on. It'll be Navarrete versus Pitbull Cruz.
Hey, that ain't half bad, my nigga. God damn. All right, Bill. Is
Yeah,
that your name, brother? Yeah. What's your lineup, man? What's your fight card?
man. Um I would like to see Boots kick Brian Norman's ass. I want to see the Mexican Monster destroy Canelo, and I want to see Caleb Plant beat Berlanga.
Oh, hold on, wait. Which one was the main event? What was the pull up?
It doesn't matter. You can put either one of them up there.
I feel you, brother.
Put any one of them up there. Just make that fight right there happen. Make those fight happen.
And you say Plant versus Belanga?
Absolutely, because they can't stand each other. That's a
I
fight for
know.
real.
I know.
Benavidez and Canelo. That's a fight for real. Brian Norman and Boots. That's a real fight right there.
And I'm tired of these promoters not striking while the iron is hot. Another one that I wanted to see, but the luster then kind of went down from it. Plant versus Charlo. He slapped the shit out of you, bro.
Okay,
Facts.
but hey, Plant go kick motherfucking Charlo's ass.
Right, we know that, but nigga,
I want to see
as a
it.
man, if somebody slaps you with an open hand, hits you
Yeah,
with an open hand, you
yeah,
have a right to pop the trunk. Nigga, fight him. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Hey, listen, fellas. Hey, man, what happened, bro? Man, he got shot, bro. Your partner got shot. What happened? Man, he slapped the shit out of that nigga with an open hand. Damn. You can't even be mad at that shit. You have a right to pop the trunk on a motherfucker that slap you like a female, bro. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? So that was a
But see
fight,
those,
man.
but see nine. Those are real fights, man. Those are fights, man. You know what I mean? These guys, and I'm not saying that you have to dislike somebody, but damn, those guys, all six of those guys that I just mentioned, they think that they're. Look at Norman from last night, man. That motherfucker's on cloud nine right now, right? Boots, we're gonna find out about Boots and Stan Jonas whenever that shit pop up, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Mexican Monster, right now, that guy is my guy right now, dude. I'm telling you. The Mexican Monster is my guy. I don't think nobody can touch that dude. And Canelo is running from that guy, right?
I believe
But
so too. But I believe at 75, he's not as good as he is at 68. I think in his last couple of fights, he's kind of slowed down in the later rounds. But at 68, he wasn't slowing down shit. You feel
well,
me?
Hey,
look,
but
but look, but look.
I feel what you're saying on that, but I can say the same thing about Canelo. Canelo ain't the same at 175 than he is at 168 either.
Yeah, I love that fight. I love
Now,
Canelo.
now check this out though. The Mexican Monster. Now, y'all just said two weight classes. The Mexican Monster, he is better at 68, and he'll whoop everybody down there. At 75, I believe that the Mexican Monster will whoop everybody at 75. Come on, B-Ball. Come on up here and get some of this. I'm
Bivol,
right here ready.
Bivol and Beterbiev, you think he'll beat one of them?
Both of them.
What?
Whoa.
He ain't getting
That's
both
the
of them.
thing. I think he beats one, but he ain't gonna get both of them.
He ain't getting both of them.
That's my
a hell
opinion.
of a feat.
That's my opinion. I believe Benavidez is in this thing to win it. He ain't in here playing. The Monster is not playing. The Monster says the Monster gives me that energy that I am the motherfucking best. Mike Tyson gave me my name. That's who I am. I'm the Monster. Come and get it.
I hope he
Hey,
get his
Locos
shot,
just
bro.
got some heat. Read the chat, nigga. He
I
just
don't
had
think
some heat.
Boots versus Norman, Tank versus Shakur, Inoue and Junto. Yeah, that's some shit.
That's
Anyway,
I
bad
like the
too.
Inoue and Junto fight. I definitely
Anyway,
like that.
bad too. He's just a little dude though, man.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, bro. That's
What is Inoue? What 118, something like that?
he's so little, bro. We just call him little nigga.
Right,
You
but
know?
ain't that okay? So what I was trying to get at, ain't he right around with Bam Bam and Shoo Shoo and Camille Moten? No, Camille Moten is up at 47 already, ain't he?
Is he a flyweight or featherweight?
Nick
Flyweight?
Ball, and all them. He 126. Y'all
Oh,
trying to
he's
figure
Yeah,
out
so
better.
he
where
can
he at?
fight Bam. So he can fight Bam. He can fight Shoo Shoo. Shoo
Well,
Shoo
Bam
did good,
118. Bam 118.
and Shoo Shoo did good yesterday, right?
Yeah, Shushu showed another level. Yeah, Shushu did good.
And then look, we bypassed Mason.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I like
You know
Abdullah.
what though? I want to bake a cake with him, man. I want to take the time with him because I think he can be the next great
I,
American star. He's
I
only
feel, hey,
he's
I
only
feel you 9.
19.
I feel you 9. Keep going. I feel you.
Yeah, he's 19. Well, he just turned 20. And just take your time. Like it's a lot of people out there like Mason needs to fight. He needs to let him do what he got to
Let
do.
him do. Respect that
Let him
fucking
work out
craft.
his stuff. I love his father, his camp. I think when you see his fights, like the time he got dropped, right? His father gave
Twice.
him perfect advice. He
Twice.
said, "Put this motherfucker on the timer. You bop bop
Mm-hmm.
bop, get your shit off, and he get the fuck up out of there. Put him on the time. Perfect advice. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, just let him work out the kinks. Let his coach and his team and his father work out the kinks. And hey, man, they gonna have something special. And if you don't have nothing special with Abdullah, rumor has it that the little brother who beat Cormel Moton
Yeah.
is the one. So yeah, let them do his thing. He's a youngster.
Let them marinate, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ain't no rush.
Yeah,
He
let
said
them marinate.
115.
Yeah,
Bam
now see, now
115.
that's the difference between Spence and them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let them
Mm-hmm.
marinate. Spence
Yeah,
already
Mm-hmm.
done been there,
Yeah,
but we
don't rush
still,
him.
we still gotta let Spence come back when he want to. When he come back, he gotta shine for us,
Yeah.
or then we gonna start
Facts.
talking shit.
you know what though, Bell, bro? Me and
Facts,
Slick
Bill.
talk about this all the time. Like back in our day, like we didn't even know about a fighter until he had more than 20 fights.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now we hearing about these guys. Yeah, he needs to fight such and so for the world title, and he only got 4 or 5 fights.
Right. Right.
Think about the number of fights guys is having now where they challenge it for world. Like Morrell. Morrell only had what 10, 11 fights. He fought Benavidez.
Yep.
He wasn't ready. Man, you know what? A number one fight that really, really pissed me off, and this fight pissed me off last year, was the Frank Martin versus Tank
Thank.
Davis.
Yeah.
That pissed me the fuck off because they served that kid up. Earl served that kid up on a motherfucking platter. He wasn't ready. Now, if he would have kept on fighting and he would have kept the kid active, even acclimated him to a big big stage. Bro,
Right.
you fought Crawford. That's a big stage, right? You could have had the kid fight on your undercard
Right.
to
Got him
acclimate to that
But check
shit.
this out. Nine. Hold on. I'm not gonna dispute what you said, but I'm gonna just throw something in there. All right. You
Mhm.
come to me. I'm sitting here chilling. I'm fighting. I'm in shape. I'm good to go. You tell me I can fight Tank. All right. You gonna pay me $700,000? And my coach, Spence, or my promoter, whoever, him. Hey man, you can do it. But I believe I can do it. I believe that I can beat Tank. And you're giving me the opportunity. Nine. My question to you is, would you take the fight?
I would take the
Fuck
fight.
the fuck the
But
fuck
however,
the no. Fuck
however
the
though,
promoters. Fuck everybody else. You the fighter. You the one that's got to get in there and fight this nigga. Are you gonna say? Matter of fact, what are you gonna say? That's what I want to know.
I would take the fight, but I would ask my coaches. See, that's what you having a good team is for. Sometimes your team around you will save you from your motherfucking self. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I know you want to fight, but bro, listen, bro. What's up, Pale? The homie
Yeah.
Pale in the building.
I have no doubt. I have no doubt that Mayweather would want to fight all of them, but he listened to Roger.
Mm-hmm.
I have no doubt if Mayweather could have his way, he'd have fought a lot of them guys that we wanted to see him fight earlier on.
Okay,
But he
GMT.
listened to
Okay,
Roger though.
GMT. Hold on. I follow Mayweather. You tell me who motherfucking Mayweather didn't fight, and that Roger talked him out of fight. Tell me somebody. Tell
Sugar
me
Shane
one.
Shane
Mosley.
Mosley.
Sugar Shane Mosley.
He fought Sugar.
He fought him
Late.
late.
It
He
doesn't
wanted him
matter.
early. He
Doesn't
wanted
matter.
Shane
Late.
early and
If he would
Roger.
have fought Mayweather,
No,
that was
I'm not
knocking.
discrediting him. I'm saying, but based on having a good team, right? A good coach, right? And then he always praised his team for that. Roger knew that his nephew was not ready at that time for Sugar
Okay,
Shane
but
Mosley.
hold on, GMT. What Nine said was what Nine said was um damn, the wrestler guy. What's his name again?
What
Ooh.
wrestler?
The one that just fought Tank that you said you had the problem with. He took the fight too soon.
Oh, Frank
Oh,
Martin.
Frank Martin.
Frank
Frank
Martin, all
Martin.
right? So look, that's what I'm saying. Frank Martin is not Floyd Mayweather. You see what I'm
Oh
saying? He's
no,
No,
not
I'm
him.
not
nah,
comparing them. I'm talking about.
no, hell
I'm
no.
only comparing. I'm only comparing what a good team would do for you, right? Rogers on record saying that, like, yeah, he wanted to fight Sugar Shane early, but I told him you're not ready. Rogers on several motherfucking not platforms, but videos saying that he would have to tell him, yeah, my nephew want to fight him, but you're just not ready for him yet. Like, that's what a good team. No doubt that Frank was like, hell yeah, I want this motherfucking fight. But it should have been somebody there like, hey, all money ain't good money. That's gonna come, bro. You not ready for that type of smoke yet.
Hey,
You
bro,
get what I'm
salute to
saying?
Locos in the chat. He said Paul
Yep, and
Williams.
Paul Williams.
Hey,
Yep.
Locos, bro, salute to you, bro. You been flaming shit. You been flaming shit.
But no,
And
on
yeah,
that,
man,
that's what
salute
a
to
good
the
team would
homie
do
Pale
for you. If
too.
they want to see you had longevity and it ain't that you weak or nothing like that, it's just shit. You
But
gotta have somebody
all I
real
was
in your
saying to
corner.
Nine, all I was saying to Nine was, if they came, if me, say I was Martin, you
Mhm.
can fight Frank. I think I'm ready. I think I'm the best. So guess what? Put that fight on. Let's see. Let's just go in there and see what the fuck happened.
You got a team for a reason. You
Right.
got a
But
team.
now, but peep this
Got a
out.
team for a reason though.
Now you may have developed like
I'm
I'm
not
skip
worried.
on
I'm
my own
not worried
words.
about the money. I'm not worried about the fame.
Right. No, I'm not talking about that. Now
I'm
you
worried
may have
about that
developed.
guy. I'm worried about that guy right there that says he's better than me, and I think I'm better than him. That's the
Right,
only thing I'm thinking about.
but by him taking that fight, we don't know now how you gonna look in this next fight. He might
Can I
develop
say? Let me
PTSD.
let me let me put my 2 cents in on that shit.
All right.
I'm a person who wanted that fight. That's a fight I was asking for, bro. So like,
Was
it's
you
a lot.
really?
Yes, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
he said
literally,
this before.
bro.
Yeah,
I've
but
been
he
on
ain't
Coach
lying.
Malachi's show, and they were talking about Tank. I was like, bro, why the fuck Tank won't fight Frank Martin? Like, bro, that was the fight. Like that's why when we get on the subject of Tank and people be talking about the fights that they asked for, Tank has fought both the fights I asked for, bro. Everything else is extra. The nigga fought Ryan, and he fought Frank. That's all I gave a damn about.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't, man. I didn't want to see that fight, bro. I
A
think
lot
that
of
it was
people
so
wanted to
many.
see that shit. Like,
I think that it was
that's
so
it.
many people this whip past Tank that he could have fought. That Frank Martin was just like not an option, bro. Like, don't you know that everybody at 140 that's about to be at 147 was right there at 135 with Tank, and he fought absolutely none of them, but except Ryan.
Yeah, but Ryan, in my opinion, is the best one.
Oh shit, he's better than Teofimo. He's better
But
than.
we finna find out, and I think he gonna spark that boy. Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
don't think. Look here. Here's the thing with Ryan, and this
we'll
is
see
just
when
my
it's all over.
this is
Shit.
my deal with Ryan. Ryan is the draw. GMT, you just said it. He's the draw of like that YouTube shit. He got a whole bunch of followers, all that shit. So
Yeah.
motherfuckers watch him like that. But like us real, like to me, I think Garcia is kind of soft. I think he's soft. I think Devin Haney is soft. I think Keyshawn Davis is a beast. I think Tank is a beast.
Well, that's a new one that I
Shakur,
want. That's that.
Shakur, I'm not too sure about. I think his hands, something's wrong with his hands. I'm not sure about the guy, but he got some issues. He's not no narc. He's not going. I think Shakur is like underneath Sugar Ray Leonard's level, but he's the most strategic motherfucker out there right now to get shit done. So that's why it's gonna be hard to beat Shakur. Uh, Now look, we haven't even talked about Gary Antoine Russell,
Mm-hmm.
the young one. That guy, he's coming up, man. He's
Yeah,
got what? He's
yeah.
got what? Like a 90% knockout ratio. He got like 17 knockouts and
One loss.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even talk about that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me ask you a question
No,
though,
you ain't
Bill.
lying.
I've asked everybody on this panel, like on another live we've had, but I'd like to know your list. I call it the "It's not if, it's when" list. Any undefeated fighter right now, they have to be undefeated, that you feel like possibly, and they got to be one of the top names, possibly could lose in their next couple of fights if they're not careful.
Boots could win. Boots could lose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you got to have three of them.
Terrence Crawford is gonna lose.
Okay.
Okay, and I only got two for you, man. They're gonna lose those fights.
Bro, you picked my two. I had Boots, Terrence Crawford, and guess who I picked?
Oh,
I picked Shakur Stevenson. I feel like Shakur could possibly lose before he gets to the fight, fighting lesser opposition. Sort of like if you notice, like through the history of boxing, C-class fighters always give A fighters problems. Like a Padley, there was no reason why he should have went 9 rounds with this motherfucker. But I think that if he fought another lackluster ass opponent, they could possibly give Shakur some problems, and Shakur could, probably jump into all defensive mode like he did with De Los Santos and handcuff Shakur. Shakur may not score, and he loses the fight, bro.
Shit, I think Zepeda and Tevin Farmer can beat Shakur.
Hey, Cepeda coming, bro. I
Both
don't
them
even
niggas
know if
can
he
beat
won't.
Shakur.
Casino,
Hey, Cepeda coming, bro.
Yeah.
Casino. You know what? Just like he said the exact same thing that you just said. Those those C fighters give A fighters a problem. You
But see
goddamn right.
Shakur, but see
Because guess what?
Shakur,
Guess what? Casino.
but
Guess why?
Shakur. No, but listen, Shakur is not an A fighter. So,
No, he is an A fighter. But check
man,
this out.
nah. To
Those
me,
guys
he
that
like a
you
C
just
fighter
named,
to his damn
Farmer
self.
and
Uh-huh.
Zapata, guess what? Cambosis, those guys do. Those guys, they want to prove, dude, that's what boxing is about. I want to prove I'm better than you. Y'all keep missing what I'm saying. I want to prove that I'm better than you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Only
we're in this
motherfucker,
boxing thing
listen,
for.
in history, only motherfucker
True shit.
that Kenny Norton beat was Ali. That's the only motherfucker he gave a tough fight to. Nigga got knocked out by Ernie Shavers, beat by motherfucking Larry Holmes. Think about it. That's the only motherfucker he really gave problems to. George Foreman
Mm-hmm.
knocked him out. Think about that.
All right, but how many people can say they did that?
Exactly. But it's something about him. He had a little tick that he gave Ali problems.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And he wasn't an A-class fighter. He wasn't a B-class fighter. He was more like a C-class fighter.
Right, but he gave him dude. Was Muhammad Ali supposed to beat motherfucking George Foreman?
Hell no. See,
Okay, there you
that's
go. But guess
that's
what?
what I
But guess
thank
what?
you. You
Muhammad,
saying
everybody
exactly what
said
I'm saying.
George Foreman. Matter of fact, let's go back to Sonny Liston. Liston was supposed to kill Ali, and he was a brash lung motherfucker. He said, "You know what? That's where I'm going, dude. The best fight. I said I'm better than you. I'm better than you. These guys don't do that. That's all I'm saying, Nine.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same shit, like real shit. Sometimes a guy that's a step down from you, like there. I'm looking at that Padley fight. I wish you could watch it too, Casino, bro. I know you got to just tough through it, bro. But
Nah,
you
bro,
would
I'm not
say
watching that shit, bro.
you'd be like, oh my god, if Padley had a little bit of power. And you know
Yeah,
what makes me think though, after watching that Casino,
yeah.
at the Padley fight, Shakur fight,
Mm-hmm.
that motherfucker Schofield probably could have gave that nigga some
He would have
issues,
gave him some problems.
I
Right.
think I
That's
had
what I
said that
said.
shit. I had
He would
said
have
it
gave him some
on.
bro.
problems.
I said it on your show, Slick. I was like,
Yeah.
bro.
We was talking about it. You're
I
right.
was like, I think Schofield gonna beat him, but I'm just not bold enough to say the shit because I'm not trying to eat no crow about no Shakur. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because think about it, bro. You went into camp and you had Sean Porter, Keyshawn Davis, and Bud Crawford, and you was sparring them motherfuckers in camp. All to go 9 rounds with a motherfucker that came in at 2 days' notice, who's smaller than you, bro. Like, what the fuck?
All right, let me tell you this. Put it like this: niggas who always gotta have all their big brothers with them all the motherfucking time. Big
Be the
brothers and
soft ass nigga, bro.
exactly. That's all I'm saying. A nigga always got Terrence Crawford with him. He wanna goddamn always show that he fuck with Floyd. He always wanna show he fuck with Andre Ward. Clarissa Shields always capping for him. The nigga's a bitch.
God damn, nigga. Sometimes, nigga, when you land that plane, nigga,
Shakur isn't everything that we think he is. Well, I don't think that of him anyway.
He just ain't had nobody to push him, man. I really think
Yeah,
it's a
that's all I'm saying, dude.
mental lapse thing, bro. It's
Yeah,
a
So
it's a
so
it's I
when you
think with Shakur it's why change up if it's working? Why fix it if it ain't broken?
there you
It's
go.
gonna
If it
take
ain't,
somebody to push him, bro.
yeah, he needs
That's what
someone
I
to.
think.
And look, I guarantee you, and I know they say they ain't gonna fight each other, whatever it's gonna come. It's gonna come. I promise you. If Shakur keeps winning, Keyshawn is gonna keep winning because he just has that in him. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? We see that. We see Keyshawn is coming up. This dude just popped on the scene like I want all the motherfucking sport. I'm not saying he's the baddest motherfucker, but that motherfucker ain't scared of nobody,
he ain't
right?
got nobody capping for him.
yep,
Well,
yep.
okay, I'm okay. So I don't know who said what is this capping shit about, man? I'm an old man, dude. What is
Oh,
this
okay.
capping
All
shit?
right. All right. So like, you know how like he ain't got no cheerleaders in the industry. Like
Well,
he
he don't
ain't
need a cheerleader because he's about himself.
that what I'm telling you. That's the point.
Bill, you from Texas, right?
I'm from Oklahoma, but I live in Texas for the last 25 years. Yes.
Young niggas took our shit, bro. Think about Gangster Nip, jealous motherfuckers out there high capping. Remember, we used to call it high capping. Now they just call it capping.
Okay.
Old school song. You ain't listen to Gangster Nip back in the day?
Nah, man, I'm a Run DMC, LL Cool J motherfucker. You know what I'm
Ah,
saying? But anyway, that doesn't matter. All I'm saying is, dude, all I'm saying, I don't here's my I don't care. I don't give a fuck where the fuck you from or none of that shit, nigga. If you the best, and I say I'm the best, and we in the same weight class, let's get it on, man. Ain't that was what was that referee said? Let's get it on. What's his name?
yeah.
Still
Mills Lane.
Mills Lane. That's him. Let's get it on. Let's
Man,
do that.
Pretty
I'm of the
soon,
opinion. That anybody that you see Shakur trying to make his brother is better than him.
I do
No,
too.
I think that's more
I do
Keyshawn
too,
making
bro.
Shakur his brother.
Nah.
I do too.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah, it's not
Casino.
Keyshawn doing it.
Hey, Casino, I'm right there with you. Man, that nigga my brother. I would never fight him.
Yeah, he said he tried to make Abdullah his brother, but then Abdullah was like, hell no, I got brothers. I said, "Fuck."
Man,
Shit.
but you know what though? Think about it like this. It's cycles. Boxing is cycled every 4 years when the Olympics come out. Every 4 years. So the silver medalist that came off of the first cycle was Shakur. Then the cycle after that, another 4 years, was Keyshawn, right? Keyshawn is sitting right here with Shakur in the same division, a belt holder just like him. Now get this. Keyshawn fights like a professional fighter. Shakur fights like an amateur that fights 12 rounds. I hate to say it. I'm not sold on Shakur no more, bro. I'm just not. Because think about it like this. Keyshawn made a totally different approach he had a totally different approach to going pro than what Keyshawn did. I mean, Keyshawn had a totally different approach to going pro than what Shakur did. Keyshawn went pro and he hired Bomac, a professional coach. Shakur is still rocking with his grandfather. No knock on his grandfather, bro. His grandfather's an excellent coach. If you got a kid who's 8 years old and you want to take him to the boxing gym every day and become an amateur star and probably possibly one day go to the Olympics, then you better get Wally Moses, bro. One of the best to ever do it, because he's got a brother or a relative or something like that that's about to go to the Olympics, some shit like that. Like, he's got some damn good, solid amateurs coming out of there. But if you want to be a professional, you go get you a professional coach. And that's why Keyshawn fights more of in a pro style than what the fuck Shakur do. Shakur is doing the same shit he did from the Olympics, but he's just going 12 rounds. Instead of fighting the 3 2-minute rounds, he's just doing 12 3-minute rounds. That's all he's doing. It's the same shit. And before long, we gonna fall into the same spot with Shakur that we fell into with Keyshawn. I mean, Boo Boo Andrade, where everybody was like, Boo Boo Andrade, the shit, and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Based on how he was as an amateur. But Boo Boo Andrade got that same. To see Boo Boo Andrade is to see Shakur. That's the way I feel.
Bro, I said that shit so long ago. I said it on just on True Media before. I said that
Yeah, bro.
same comparison.
They the same nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Only problem with Boo Boo Andrade is he got 4 rounds in him, just like an amateur. 3-round fights. Give you 1 extra. I'm a professional now. He got 4 rounds in him. These are both 2 right-handed niggas that fight like southpaws.
Yeah.
Same shit. So, I don't know, but I'm figuring it's going to be the same outcome in their career. Oh, everybody ducking me. Everybody ducking me. This and the third. And then they're going to finally get the big fight and try to lose and shit. That's the way I feel.
All right, 9. If we're the consumers, and you've said that about 10 times already, if we're the consumer, right?
11. We're the consumers. Now I'm fucking with you.
Okay. Anyway, we're the consumer, right?
Mm-hmm.
These guys still have to make the fights, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still have to make the fights.
Mm-hmm.
We can sit here and debate and talk shit all we want to. These guys have to make the fights.
Yep.
That's a fact.
That's
right?
why I don't like debating over fights that ain't happened. You know, I'm debating on. If you look at my channel, bro, I'm so fucked up, bro. I make a video once every 3 months or go live once every 3 months. I'm so sorry with this YouTube shit. I'm an actual real life person. I'm just not. I'd rather get on Slick 50's my brother, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather get on my brother's shit. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I be on. I tried to make some boxing content, bro, but then I was just like, bro.
And you know what?
I made 3 videos. I think I went live one time. I made a video about the NOA fight, and I made a video about I can't even remember, but and then that was it. That was it.
And Casino, I'm such an asshole, bro. I'm a confide in you and tell you some real shit. I'm so lazy about going live. I was like, damn, Casino, why you ain't go live? So I could just hop on your shit.
Hell no.
Real shit.
But no,
so
I like
Casino, go
commentary.
live.
That's why I like doing it. You know what I'm saying? And having the discussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't
Right.
do the
We're
live
talking.
shit.
like.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with that, guys. We're talking about boxing.
Right.
Right? We're talking about Hall of Fame, Errol Spence. We're talking about this guy, right? That's where the whole conversation started 2 hours ago, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is about. This is why I tune in. You know what I'm saying? For that type of dialogue, let's make that make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
right.
Blue always say, make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that for real shit. You know, make this make sense.
That's the whole basis of starting. When I started my channel, I got my opinion, but my opinion ain't the end all be all. I done have people like Nine have dropped a couple of jokers on me during the game. You hear me like, God damn it, you right. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you right, I'm gonna tell you right. You got a good point. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
or I agree with you. That's what this shit is supposed to be about. I don't like being like super fandom and all of that shit, and then just arguing and it ain't getting nowhere type shit. You know what I mean? But
Right.
Fortunately, though, it's a lot of
Hey,
guys out there. They don't want to be. They don't care about being right. They just want to win the argument by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, that's kind of like what inspired this me going live. Because I was on a panel with a few guys, and they wasn't worried about being right. They just wanted to win the argument.
like, let me give
You
you
know
a
what I'm
perfect
saying?
example. I think that was day before yesterday or something. A guy was campaigning for Errol Spence so hard that he said that Errol Spence won a gold medal, and Errol
nah,
Spence ain't never medal.
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say, oh yeah, I don't mean to cut nobody off. My
No, you
bad.
good.
I was gonna say I want to talk about what DJ said about that no tickets available shit.
But did I read correctly? There will be no public tickets available to go to Times Square. Yeah, it's supposed to be free. It's supposed to be free. They say you could just walk up and watch the fight, bro.
Oh
It's gonna
wow.
be It's gonna be limited space though. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you just not gonna. It's gonna. It'll be blocked off. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying?
gonna
So
be
you can
limited
actually.
space,
But just think
limited
about.
capacity.
But look at where they're putting it at, man. You know what I'm saying? So just
Yeah,
look at it like that. Put it in
yeah.
that.
He
I
did the
don't know if
same
any of you
thing though.
guys are in a city, but like here in Texas, right now we got the Rangers going, and then within a 10-mile radius around north, south, east, or west, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
not like you know what I'm saying. It's like come on, guys.
Yeah, but this
We
ain't the
know.
first time they did this. He did it at Santa Monica Pier. It was limited space, and they had the
Yeah.
cops
Yeah.
stopping people.
Yeah,
You remember
yeah.
doing the Bud fight that Thursday? It's instead of Friday. He had it on a Thursday. 3 free fights.
D just said VIP tickets only. He heard,
Word
so you can get a VIP. You
to
know what
the
I'm
Bud
saying? But if you're not,
to
yeah.
the
But if you're
to the
not
Canelo
VIP,
fight.
it's just a walk up kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure more details will come out because that's a hell of a card. Because we all talking about that's an all boxing weekend. You got those 3 fights on a Friday. Nobody's tripping off of that. That's gonna be a Friday. Devin Haney and all of them. Saturday you got Canelo, and then Sunday you got Inoue.
Mm.
All
He
right,
took over the
you know what,
entire
GMT,
weekend, bro.
you just brought up Devin. That just made me go somewhere else. I know we were somewhere else, but
Uh-huh.
Devin. All right, so now look, Devin getting ready to fight this guy. If Devin doesn't beat this guy, what are we gonna say about this guy?
If Devin don't beat this guy, that's suicide. That's damn near career suicide, bro.
So what's the difference if when Crawford gets beat by Canelo? What's
It's a
gonna be the
difference because
difference?
he went up to weight class. This is in due weight class.
No, I mean,
It's a difference, bro. Like
I mean,
he
Terrence
taking a
Crawford career.
gigantic jump, bro. Like he's
Floyd,
defying
Floyd,
the odds.
Floyd,
This isn't defying
Floyd,
the
Hey,
odds.
Floyd did it.
not to cut you guys off,
Floyd
but I
did
gotta
it.
say something before I forget. Casino, check the
Mhm.
private chat, bro. I need a stud because my bitch about to be, come down on their shit pretty soon, and I
Bro,
want to
I ain't
talk
gonna
to you.
lie, bro. Bro, you gonna have to, bro. I got some shit going on that you can goddamn get in on, and bro, you don't want to miss this shit.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna
Hey,
lie,
my
bro.
number in the
Like,
private chat, bro.
all right, I got you. I'm about to save it right now. All right,
Cause she won't let nobody. Man, she's like 4 years old, bro. She won't let nobody take her, bro.
man. Listen, bro. I
She
got some
locking
shit.
on everybody, bro, that I try to have take her, bro. So, yeah,
Yeah,
we'll talk about it
yeah.
offline, bro.
I bet. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Now Crawford. I mean, they just gonna say he dared to be great.
But
As
that's
long
not
as,
just saying that though.
as
He
long as.
actually is though.
Well, I mean, no, because Jamel Charlo dared to be great and
So that's
shit.
just saying. So
No,
that's
he
saying.
didn't dare to be great. He was made to do. They
That's
made
But
saying.
him
that's
So
to
what I'm
do it.
saying.
Mayweather.
We don't
So
know what Crawford finna do. Crawford could pull a Shakur.
I don't understand what you mean by that, but
I
Run.
ain't
But what
either.
I'm saying is, if the nigga
oh,
get in there,
run. You said run.
yeah, if he do that
I mean,
shit,
if he do that, then hey, it is. It's like I say, it's not how you win. It's not what you do. It's how you win. It's not that you lost. It's how you lost. So when that time come, that time come. But to say this man going up essentially down in 3 weight classes, bro, like at the end of the day, that is there to be great. To
Check the
compare that
private
to Devin Haney
chat,
losing,
Casino.
man,
to
that's daring to get
to
rich.
compare to
Casino,
that
check the
too,
private chat,
bro.
bro.
But the
Okay, I
but
Well,
got it.
not
to
the
I
private.
text.
Check the chat.
compare
My
that
bad.
to Devin
I
But
text
Haney
you. I
is
text.
different,
hey,
way
GMT,
different.
GMT, check this out, man. Come on, man.
Oh, I see it.
Bud, You keep
Bud
saying the
lose
three.
to a. Would you
No, you
agree
keep saying he's
Canelo's a Hall
going
of
up.
Famer?
He's going up three hall. He's going up three-weight class. Okay, I get it, man. Look, he fought at 40 or before that, and then 47, 54. Didn't look too good at 54. Whatever, that's fine. It didn't carry over. Whatever. Now he's putting on all this weight, and blah blah blah. Whatever. That's going to slow him down when he gets in there with Canelo, because Canelo is a little more refined than he is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
That's
talked
why
about this
Canelo's
yesterday.
going to beat him. He's out of his league on
I
this.
ain't saying he gonna win. What I'm saying is you compared it to Devin Haney losing. It's a big difference. Canelo is going to go to the Hall of Fame, and that's going to be a good loss. Versus if Devin loses Ramirez, a guy that's coming off a layoff, that's
With another
pretty
good left
bad,
hook.
No,
bro.
but see, but what Casino said was if 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 Crawford loses, right,
Yeah,
it's a done deal for him.
that's not a done deal. That's
Is
not
that
going to
what you
Smith.
said?
That's
Ain't
not
that
going.
what you said? Now, ain't that what you said, Casino? And then if Spence comes back and wins, then he's back in the issue again, right? Ain't that what Casino was saying, or did I miss it?
I
No,
don't know.
I was,
I don't
I
see how
was.
Earl has anything to do with that lawsuit
No,
if
what I
he
was
lose.
saying is, what I'm saying is, all right. So Terrence Crawford shitted on his best win just now,
That's
right?
Spence, right?
So
We got
basically,
that.
he did nothing. But the Canelo fight is something. So I'm saying he better win that, because shit, your actual best win, you shitted on it. So you better win this. That's what I'm saying.
All
Because
Mm.
right,
if
so
you don't
no,
win this,
so what we said was,
you ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying?
so then that means that he should not go into the Hall of Fame. Is that right, Casino?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, if Arrow, I mean, because what's the difference? The nigga, bro, your 147 run is the exact same shit as Arrow's, except you did it after. So, hey, like that. I'm just saying because it wasn't right. I'm saying it
That
wasn't
don't
right
add
to
up.
shit on Arrow. It just wasn't right to shit on Arrow. That's what
But
I'm
you know
saying.
what though? It depends though. At the end of the day, and this is gonna really sum it up. It's tomatoes, bro. If you looking at individual fights, you gonna look at it one way. But if you looking at the body of work, the whole career, you're gonna look at it another way.
Right.
Me personally, I'm looking at it as body of work, his whole career, from 135 all the way to 54. You feel me?
Right.
But the way I really think, like, I'm not saying Terrence Crawford not a Hall of Famer. I'm not saying Errol. I believe they're both are. That I'm saying since Errol ain't, you ain't either. That's all I'm saying. But I think they really, in my opinion, before he said that dumbass shit, and if I'm going, if I'm forced to try to, if people gonna try to force me to agree with what he's saying, then I have no choice but to say neither one of them is. Then that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
But
I always
before
felt
you
like they
do that
both
though,
was Hall of
bro,
Famers,
let
huh?
me ask you a question though, bro.
Yeah.
Who's more accomplished? Just
Spence,
plain and simple. Who's more accomplished?
I
Spence.
mean, shit. I mean, the shit that I value, Spence is more accomplished.
Spence is more accomplished, and a nigga that got a
No, I'm saying in the shit that I value, because
no, no,
I
no.
meing
I'm saying
Terrence
in
Crawford being
as a
undisputed.
whole,
I'm saying Terrence Crawford,
three
but,
division champion.
but
Spence.
that's like asking me.
Nine. It doesn't
No,
matter.
let me tell you.
Nine. It doesn't matter how you want to twerk it, how you want to throw it, how you want to flip it. Spence.
How?
That ain't no twerking, nigga. That's like
No,
Uh,
facts.
you can do it however you want to. It's
That's
Spence.
but
facts.
let me say this.
Thirty-five,
It's like
40,
people asking me.
47, 54, four division champion. You undisputed in two of them.
But listen, it's people. It's
That's
like
more
this. It's like
accomplishments.
listen. It's like asking if people. It's gonna be some people who say if somebody asks who's more accomplished, Devin Haney or Javante Davis. I'm the person who gonna say Javante Davis, but it's gonna be a lot of niggas who really care about them trophies that's gonna say Devin Haney.
I do
And all that
not
nigga
rock
did was
with
beat
Devin Haney,
Cambosis.
but I have to agree that he's more accomplished.
That's what I'm
And I
saying,
don't
because
rock with
niggas
him.
value that bullshit. Because nigga, all you did was beat Cambosis, and Terrence Crawford, all you did was beat Ndangu.
But I guarantee you,
If
though,
you look
at
at
the
the
time that
accomplishments, I'm talking about awards or whatever. And again,
at the time
that's nothing. That's fine.
he
That
beat
will a casino that will be Devin. The other way it will be Tink.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be some people who say Devin. It's gonna be some people say Tank. But it's just like shit. I mean, if you, all right, put it like this, niggas that say Devin, right? But if we had to vote for, if both of them retired today, who you think going in the Hall of Fame first? Come on, bro.
Tink.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And if Errol would have never fought Terrence Crawford, who the fuck would have been going in the Hall of Fame first?
But
Probably
see,
Errol.
this the thing
Spence.
though, bro. That's unfair though because
No, it's
Devin,
not unfair.
Devin
Nine,
You
and
saying
Tank
But
not
nine,
like, but I
rivals.
mean,
nine.
if
Them
it
Sit
niggas
ain't
back and
ain't
fair,
look
life
at
right.
it.
ain't fair though.
Hold
Nine,
on,
Life
wait,
ain't
wait,
fair.
wait,
nine.
wait, wait, wait. Let me
Look,
land the plane, fellas.
nine.
Them
Sit
niggas is
back and
not
look at it.
rivals. One
hold
Nine.
on,
nigga's a
fellas. Hold on,
welterweight,
hold on.
one nigga's a lightweight. They done missed that bus years ago, bro. They're not rivals. People want to make them rivals, but they're not rivals at all. Devin is in 147. He's a welterweight now, and Tank is a lightweight. That's what, 2 weight classes away? They're not rivals. The moment this motherfucker fought Prograis and won that 140 title, nigga, you gone. They not rivals.
They're
Only
not
rival,
rivals.
only
They're not.
rival.
They're not rivals. But look. Hold on, man. Hold
That
on.
ship sailed, bro.
Okay, hold on. But look, Tank is not gonna come up and fight these boys at all. So let's just forget about that. Tank is
Exactly. They not
135.
rivals.
That's it.
Only
So
people
he's
we
right
looking
there.
at is Keyshawn and Shakur.
Tank is
But
just right there. Tank is just right at 135, bro. That's it.
yeah, Keyshawn and
He
Shakur, that's the only people that's rivals. And if they move on before they fight them, fuck it. Hey, it is what it is.
but
See,
did
this the
Tank
thing though. We
but
can't be
so
caught up in
here.
tank shit,
So
bro.
are you saying that Tank didn't do anything? Is that what you're saying?
Right, locos.
Yes, I'm saying exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. We can't get caught up in this nigga shit. This nigga ain't gonna fight the big names. He not.
Exactly. I'm
But
with you.
but hold on,
I'm with
wait.
you on that. I'm with
He
you
the
on
only
that.
big
But
name
look,
down there.
what?
Well, guess
He
what?
the only big name down there.
He's not gonna fight the names that people want him to see.
But listen, who is people? Because I just said I wanted to see him fight
Well,
Ryan and
His
Frank Martin, and that's
class.
what
well,
he did.
Let me ask you a
I'm
question.
people too.
Hold
I'm
on,
people too.
fellas. Hold on,
Huh?
fellas. With when Devin fought Cambosis, do you think if Shakur made that phone call to fight Cambosis, who would Cambosis pick? Would he have picked Shakur? I mean, would he have picked Devin or would he pick Tank?
He would
Who
have
would
picked
he have
Tank.
picked? He would have picked Tank, right?
Right.
But
That was
by his
supposed to have been
own
the move.
admission, though,
Anyways, that was the
on
move
the
first.
Gillian Wallow show, he did not want to fight. He ain't making no phone calls to fight nobody. He content fighting
No,
the
but I'm saying, but so now Cambosis is somebody.
Cambosis ain't shit. I'm
Exactly.
just
But
So
but
why
saying
the
that
fuck
though,
but that
fight
was
he
him?
the
had a
move first though, to
bro.
be real. Before Devin
He
got
had
that
the
shot because Tank
motherfucking
turned that fight down.
hold on, bro.
No,
He
and
had the
because
motherfucking
Loma went to the war.
bro. He had the chance to undispute. He had the chance to get everything Devin did. Tiafimo was down there. You didn't fight him.
But some people
Everybody
don't
to
care
moved out
about
of the
that
way,
shit though,
nigga.
bro. I ain't
At
gonna
this
lie.
point,
Some people
man,
don't care
listen.
about that shit.
But
Bro,
I'm
at
saying
this point, Tank is the nigga that done failed the third grade like 3 motherfucking times, and everybody else is moving up to middle school, nigga. Fuck him. Nigga, like, leave him down there. Let the young niggas deal with him. Keyshawn and motherfucking Shakur. But what's gonna happen when they pass to the other grade, nigga? That's what it is.
Man,
Tank
but you
is
know
the
what's so
big
crazy
bully,
about
nigga.
with
He the
Tank?
nigga.
Like the thing
Tank
about
is
with
the nigga
Tank,
in the
right,
sixth
locos.
grade with a
Tank
full
get any
beard,
fight he
bro.
want.
man, but listen, bro. The thing about Tank, bro, people be really acting like the nigga didn't come from like 126, bro. He in his third division anyway.
Okay.
So what's the problem?
The problem is you still ain't fought shit.
And no
Bro,
guys that
man, come
left was
on,
there.
bro.
But the
He
thing
just
is,
fought, bro.
now you missing it. All them guys was there at one point in time, all around each other. He chose not to fight nobody in his class. All them guys was mentioned in the same breath at once upon a time. He chose not to fight none of them. He chose to let them
Bro, he did not
pass.
fight. Yes, but he
And
did
guess what?
fight,
And the one
bro.
nigga
But
you
he
did
did fight
fight, you
some of
put
them,
weight restraints on him and all that other shit,
man.
bro.
No, okay,
You
hold
fought
on. Oh,
Ryan and put a dehydration
hey,
clause on him, bro.
hey, hold on, guys, real fast. Nine, you was the one that said this. You said it was the promotional team with Tank, right?
Yeah.
That's
Right.
why
They
he didn't
chose not
fight.
to fight none of them.
Man, but he fought
There
some
you
of
go,
them. What do you
GMT.
mean?
No, GMT. There you go. That he chose not to fight them
But
because
he
his
fought.
promotional team, his team said
Right.
no, don't do
Right.
this.
Right.
Yeah, like that. Come
So
on,
It's the
nine,
without them
team.
nine.
fight,
Come
right?
on, nine. Right?
But that's the same thing though. Like
That's
nine
the
saying the
same
same
thing.
thing. Nine saying the same thing. Like the thing is that at the end of the day is
Blood
that
trying to get me
the
crossed up.
fights
Nope,
didn't
never.
happen. So like for all the glory that he's trying to bestow upon himself, it's kind of hard to give it to him
But the fights did
because
happen.
all we ask is from that for that top fighter in any weight class, at least clean your division up. That's
Man, he
all.
fought. Man,
At
listen,
the least, that's what we ask from the top fighter of a weight division
man, he
is to
fought Ryan
clean up your
Garcia, man.
division.
But he put a weight clause on him. It's an
Man, so
asterisk by
what? It's
that
a lot of
shit,
people
bro.
did that shit.
Bro, but it's an asterisk by that.
Not with me. Shit.
That's you, because you a Tank fan. But to me, that's an asterisk by that. That ain't no head up fade.
Well, hold on. Let me step in real fast with that one. If you make weight, you're good. Fuck the dehydration shit. If you make weight, you're good.
Look,
That's just
at
my
the end of the
opinion.
day, that's one cat that made a bag with, and they saw something in that. That's why they took that fight. They could either they could pass up on a bag or they saw something in that, right? And there was a lot of controversy around that. But nevertheless, give him that win. But he ain't fought nobody else in his class. And everybody know your class is like them top 5 that everybody speaks when they speak your name. He's not doing it.
GMT. Just thinking right now.
You
Did
know?
Floyd put a rehydration clause on
Canelo?
No, that wasn't not Canelo. Canelo came down for that. But
But he still
Floyd,
put one. He put one on him.
he put one on Canelo?
Yeah, he did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, the fuck he did.
Yes,
He wasn't
sir.
finna let that nigga blow back up. He showed the fuck
That was
did.
for the 154 pound
So
title,
was.
and he fought the
Yeah.
152. It was
Yep.
at 152.
He put a weight clause
Yeah,
on
because
that nigga.
Floyd only walked around at like 148, 49,
Yeah,
something
he's a
like
little
that.
guy. Right.
Yeah. But that ain't
Yeah.
my problem. That's yours, nigga. Make the weight, nigga. Like you said, make the weight.
That's what made me think about it. I was like, hold on, Floyd ain't never do that shit.
No, Floyd did it to Canelo. He did.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
he
I'm
did.
saying, bro. Like people do
And
that
he
shit,
missed
bro.
weight. He missed weight at
Niggas just
47 to
love
fight
to hate Tank, bro.
Nah,
No,
it
it's
ain't no
not hate.
hate,
I
bro.
don't hate. I'm just calling it down the
You
middle.
see
You
how
know what
that
I'm
feel when
saying?
niggas use the word hate? Niggas be like, I
Listen, bro.
No, I'm
don't hate.
being real, dog. I'm being
Listen.
real. I had the same smoke for
All
everybody
right, so
else.
Casino, how would that be hate if
Nah,
Floyd
it's not
said
hate. I'm just talking shit, bro.
I know
if
he
you
just
got
trying to. Man, this is
I'm using
152 though, Bill.
I'm
I'm
using
gonna
the
give you a
word.
heads up. I'm gonna
I'm
give you a
using.
heads up, bro, on this channel. We try to make a motherfucker crash out, bro,
He
to get
trying to
mad.
give me a
That's
crash
all
out.
we try to do. You know what I'm saying?
well,
Because we all friends
what
on
I
this
Not
hear,
shit,
really.
bro. Like for
what
real,
I
for
hear
real.
so far, Casino, he be crashing out a little bit, but he be making sense though.
Oh my God! Wait till you hear his spiel, bro.
Well, but your top 5 is like what you said you wanted, Bill. The best fighting the best.
Let me ask you this,
Yeah,
Bell. Can I
yeah.
ask Bell a question? I want because we never got on here together before.
Okay, Casino, go ahead,
All
man.
right, all right. So what? All right. Are you satisfied with the state of boxing today?
No, I'm not. Absolutely not.
So what you think wrong with it?
The best are not fighting the best, man. That's the bottom line. I don't give a fuck about belts. I don't care about money. None of that kind of shit, dude. It's not my money any motherfucking way. So look, Boots, you say you better than me. Let's fight, right? Shakur, you say you better than me. Let's fight. Keyshawn out there. Hey, I want all the smoke. And Kenny Tank's coach sit there and told him, hey, Keyshawn, go and fight Cruz. That's the guy that beat you in amateurs. Guess what? What I think about the amateurs, it don't mean nothing, man. That's practice. I'm working on shit, to get me better. What we did in the amateurs is nothing. Let's keep on moving. I'm looking at Shakur. I'm looking at whoever what division I'm in. I'm looking at that guy because I say I'm the best, and I keep going back to this. I'm the best. You show me that you're the best, and you know what? You can turn off all the cameras, all the lights, all that shit. $100 bet, I'll whoop your ass or you whoop me. And let's move
Nah,
on.
bro, they
But,
can't fight because they
but
brothers.
let me say this. I want to
Bullshit.
say this.
Nah, you're being funny. Okay, I got you. You're being
I
funny.
want I
I
want to
know.
say
I'm being an asshole.
I want to say this because like when I ask people that question, most people say the same thing you said, right? But it's like in my perspective, the best do fight the best, and it's like it just don't get appreciated. Like we just went in here, and I mean I ain't talking about you personally, but all right. So like for example, Errol and Terrence Crawford, we want the best fight the best, right? That shit happened. Guess what happens? One gets shitted on, and the other one is God. You know what I'm saying? Then motherfucking shit, we got Tyson Fury versus Usyk. We got Bivol versus Arthur Beterbiev. We got them all type of shit, bro. We get best fight the best all the damn time,
No,
but
hold on, Casino. Hold on, because you're going too far right now. What fight was the best fight? No, ain't nobody fighting who they supposed to be fighting right now. You tell me. All right, let me do it this way, because you asked me that question, or someone asked me that question. Casino. and I probably shouldn't ask this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Casino, give me your fights. Nine asked me mine. Give me your fights. Give me your top 5 fights in any weight class, whatever you want to do. I don't care if they got beat or whatever. Give me your 5 that you really want to see, and I guarantee it's going to be different from mine, and it's going to be different from Nines, and it's going to be different from GMTs.
I mean, shit. I really want to see. Um, let me think. But to be honest with you, bro, I be 100% satisfied with the shit going on. But I mean, because the shit I really want to see
Your top
is
5, man. Top 5.
Canelo versus David Benavidez is one of the ones that ain't happening.
Absolutely. I'm in. I'm in.
That's one I don't think we're gonna get it, but that's one we ain't gonna
We
get.
ain't gonna
But
get it. We ain't gonna get it. But
yeah,
I'm in on that one. What's your
let me
next? What's your 2?
uh shit. I want to see AJ versus Deontay Wilder still,
Wilder's done. AJ wins.
but I still want to see that shit. I just want to see it happen. You
AJ's
know,
getting ready to fight motherfucking your boy.
I don't know, but hold on, let me think of another one. I'm supposed to be
You
giving
got
you 3 of
3.
them.
No, you got to give me 5, but you on
5.
3.
All right, let me think. I would like to see. I want to see Ryan Garcia and Boots.
Boots will kill him.
I don't know about that, but we'll see. Um,
That's a huge fight though.
I'm trying to think.
Big
Uh,
money fight, GMT.
I want to
Yep.
see. I want to see Navarrete versus Pitbull Cruz.
Pitbull Cruz wins.
Probably because of size, maybe.
That's a
Uh,
dope fight. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I
Action
can't
packed
even
fight.
hold you.
I
That's
want
a
to
dope
see.
ass fight.
Hey, don't nobody count out Pitbull. Pitbull is a beast. You feel me?
Bro, I be telling niggas that, bro. It's the tenacity. It's like the way he come to you. He come to you so fucked up.
I want to see
You know what I'm
Pitbull
saying?
and Nick Ball.
I want to see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I want.
yeah.
I want to. I got 2 more, but one is an honorable
Go
mention.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Come up, Casino. Go ahead.
I want to say. I want to see. I want to see Tank versus Keyshawn Davis, and I want to see Tank versus Naoya Inoue.
Davis. Davis. Keyshawn Davis. I want to see Keyshawn Davis with anybody right now.
Hey, Slick, look at the chat. Look what my wife just said.
Damn, Coco.
Keyshawn Davis.
Everybody knows Tank
Keyshawn
is
Davis
the
right now is the bomb.
Hey, nigga, shots fired, Casino, nigga. Look what my wife said about your homie, nigga. Fuck me up.
But it'd be so crazy because it's like people like y'all just was like, man, but Pitbull Cruz, man, he a beast, man. Tank fought him. Shit.
yeah, he
Yeah,
gave
nigga.
yeah,
I give
fair.
him full credit for that
But
shit.
to
But
be
people,
fair,
but on the other hand, Tank
a
ain't fought
week out, I
nobody.
was calling for that fight, and
But
nobody
Tank
even knew
ain't
who
fought
Pitbull
nobody
was.
though. I thought Tank ain't fought
Bro,
nobody.
But
I
see, but
give
hold
him
on,
full credit for that
Nope.
fight.
To
Casino.
be fair, at that
Casino,
time,
hold
didn't
on.
nobody know who Pitbull was.
There you go. There you go. GMT. Cause
Because all
hey,
week I was calling
Casino.
for Pitbull
No
when his
one
fighter
knew
called
who
out.
Pitbull was then.
Nobody knew who Pitbull was, even
Now
though he
he
was
got a name behind Tank.
But it was
right.
lit.
Right? But look,
Yeah,
now
it was a
look
lit
what
fight.
happened. Arroyo beats him, right? Isn't that crazy? He beats him.
But Rayo, what's wrong with Rayo?
And I'm not saying nothing's wrong with him, but I'm just saying I didn't think that motherfucking Pitbull was gonna lose. I thought he was
Hey,
gonna
let
win
me
that
let,
fight.
let, let me ask you guys a question. And I brought it up before, but since you kind of
I'll
like
be
new
right
to the
back.
panel, Bill,
Yeah.
I think that 140 belt WBA belt is a cursed ass belt, bro. And I'll tell you why, bro.
What
Rolly
was that
had the
going
belt.
for? What was that about?
Rolly had the belt, right? And he fought that old man
He
Barossa.
said it was cursed.
Yeah. He fought the old man Barossa, right?
Barbosa,
And
yeah.
he didn't even land a glove on him, and he won the shit, said that he knocked him out. Okay. The next fight, who does Rolly fight? Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull Cruz beats the shit out of Rolly, stops him, and he wins the belt, right? One title, not even one title defense. Pitbull Cruz fights Ryo the very next fight. and loses. Think about that. Nobody even had no title defenses on that motherfucker. They get the belt and lose it. Ryo fights Gary Antoine and loses the belt. Now, keep in mind, I've been saying this around about the time Pitbull Cruz had the belt, and it's held up to be true, huh, Slick? If you dare, yeah, that belt's cursed in a motherfucker. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that's PBC's way of pulling up the stock of all his fighters. Al was trying to pull up the stock on his fighters in at 140 because that way he can say, well, shit, yeah, all my fighters are former champions. So you have to pay them more. I'm telling you, bro, that 140 WBA belt is something to that motherfucker. Try to tell y'all. And
Okay,
now,
I understand what you're saying, Nine, but what I'm thinking is I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it how you just said it. I was just looking at it as these guys, Rolly, Cruz, you can even put Devin, you can still put Ryan in there, but they're bigger draws. But I'm just saying, you can still put them in the category I'm going to put them in. They're C-level fighters. They're not the elite guys. They're not those guys. They're not. To me, they're not those guys, right? To me, they're not those guys. So you want to put, even you can't even put Shakur up there. You can't put Lamont Roach up there. You know what I'm saying? You can't even do that as far as I'm concerned as elite guys. They're not elite guys. They're only elite because of their popularity. They're elite because they have some belts.
no,
They're elite
what I'm
because they.
saying, brother, what I'm saying is the W 140-pound title, right? That the WBA 140-pound title that's over there in PBC that keeps getting ran through every 140-pound fighter in their stable. They're putting that belt on every last one of their guys so they can say that at least they're a former champion. And when you rent them out, they get paid more. That's what I'm saying. That is my point.
All right, so they get the money. That's fine, but does that make you a better fighter?
Nah, I didn't mean,
No.
nigga, that's not from the angle. Bro, the angle I'm pushing is this. This is the grimy shit that happens in boxing, my nigga. They putting the belt on everybody. So now everybody, bro, we've seen this shit before, man. And I hate niggas don't see this shit. You've seen this at 147 with PBC fighters. That's part of their marketability. Former champion,
Yeah,
blah,
see,
blah,
but
blah.
we're still looking at it from a financial standpoint. That's not how I look at it like that. You know what I mean?
But that's the harsh
And then
reality.
and then and then look at all these guys, dude. They're all in that weight class. Look at Camille Moten. Camille Moten, this dude is only like 19 years old. This dude is at
Bro,
140.
that's the harsh reality. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Name 3 things that has stables.
I don't understand the question.
Name 3 things that has a stable.
Horses has a stable.
Yep. And what they do with the horses, they get on their motherfucker back and ride them until they can't ride them no more. Next.
Well, they break them.
Yeah. Next. What else has a stable?
A stable. One thing I can think of is just horses, man. I don't know nothing else.
What's happening, pimp?
A motherfucking pimp got a stable. He run the hoes down till they ain't got nothing left. And guess who else got a stable? A promoter, a stable of fighters.
Yep, and they act like dollar bill.
Bruh, I just look like this.
Nothing.
I ain't no motherfucking
You don't
square,
deserve
man.
nothing. You
Listen,
don't get nothing. You get what
I have 42 amateur fights, 15 professional fights, man. I'm not no square though, bro. I just look like this. But I'm telling you, it's something to that. Check the message. Message. Real shit. It's a message in that. Telling you, bro. This shit be all smoke and mirrors. That's why I'm stressing talent over marketability.
Do y'all think Gary gonna keep that belt though?
I don't know.
Gary's the real deal.
I hope
But
so.
see, that's where
Gary
Russell.
Gary Russell's the real deal. Just give him the opportunity. And again, with this guy, Gary, just like Boots, Same thing with Gary. Just like Crawford. Same thing with those two guys. Spence, when he comes back, because he is,
I believe he is.
let them get in there and show us. And now we got something else to talk about. Show
Mm-hmm.
us. Show us what you're gonna do. I hear you. I'm rooting with you. I rock with you. I fuck with you.
Yep.
Now let's see what's up. Let's see what you're gonna do.
Facts.
So, hey, fellas, any more final thoughts? Because
Let
I'm
me.
looking up. We've been on this bitch for 3 hours.
I got a thought. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and make sure y'all are sharing the stream. Sharing is caring, goddamn me. You understand it? And hit that like button, man. Help the channels grow. And
Hey,
all them
Bill,
three
this
things
is
is
my
free.
first time seeing you, bro, but I would chop it up with you anytime. Real shit. You
Bill,
are
Yeah,
not a
that's what's
he
up,
bad
was on
boy.
boy.
You
there.
know what? You be
He
all
was
over
on
the
there.
place sometimes, dude. I was like, okay, this dude right here in the casino, that guy, he be in some paint gear on the live. That nigga be in uh 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 the IRS place and shit. That nigga is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck Casino be doing. Casino be doing a
Casino
lot of
be
shit.
everywhere though, nigga. That nigga be painting the house, nigga. Next thing you know, he in a boxing ring. Next thing you
Yeah,
know,
Shit.
you know,
Man,
yeah,
I was in North Carolina yesterday going crazy at the dog show.
yeah. I
Man,
was
hey
like,
man,
damn,
Okay,
this
hey
yo,
nigga
man, shout
salute.
out to my
Casino.
dog. I got first place. Canelo got first place. Got them. My puppy I went to Texas for got first place in her age group, and then my Walker my pup got third place in his age group. So we went crazy.
Man, you see what I'm saying?
Salute, salute.
Dude. Casino is like Tommy. Casino, what do you really do, nigga?
that
Nah,
nigga Casino ain't got no job.
nah, I ain't got no job. Real talk.
Like Casino, what do you do,
I ain't
nigga? You
never had
do
a
too much
job, bro.
shit, nigga. You fucking with dogs. You fucking with paint. You fucking with the IRS. You
Well,
fucking
shit.
with damn, nigga.
Man, I've been painting since I was 9 years old, bro. I like I'm one of them old school kids, bro. Like I've been working since I was 9, literally, bro.
Hey,
Hey,
Bill, man,
man, making it. Tell them, son.
just
They
like
say, what
on
you
Martin and
doing? What you
shit.
doing, casino? Tell them I'm making it.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
doing,
doing.
Hey,
bro. I'm
just
I'm
like
making
on
it.
surviving,
Martin,
bro.
bro, we be catching Casino and lies. Like, yeah, bro, I was at work that nigga, you ain't got no job, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? For real. For real. The first time I pulled in and I seen Casino on here, this nigga had a mask on and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? What the fuck's going on? And he was just going, I was like, Casino. After I thought about it, I said, nigga, did you finish the house? Did you finish the house and get paid and shit? No, GMT, I appreciate you guys letting me come up here and hollering at
Yeah.
you nine, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And
bro, do
Casino,
not
you
be a
always
stranger,
funny,
man.
you
Hit
know what
the
I'm saying?
subscribe
So,
button. Fuck with all of us, bro. Real
Yeah, he
shit.
do.
Help us
Y'all
get
just
our
said this the
numbers
first
up.
time. Nah, this the first time we see his face. But he usually called in. He always in the chat.
Ah, okay, okay.
Yeah. He
yeah,
always in the
yeah,
chat.
yeah. That's how I know who you was, nine. I didn't know your name at first, but I knew Casino because that guy was a character to me. I was like, damn, this nigga is like motherfucking Superman or some shit. Because this motherfucker got something to say about every guy. He gonna fix every motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, okay, Casino.
Hey
Yeah,
man.
boy. I gotta go though, fellas, man. This pineapple moonshine I've been drinking.
Hey
It's
nine.
saying, it's telling me to go fix another plate of that salmon croquettes my wife just made.
Hey
I
nine.
know
If
that's
you if
right.
you got time, bro, I text your phone, bro. Real talk, bro. Call me, bro. Like right now, like call me, bro.
All right, then. With that being said,
Yeah.
fellas, salute. Holla at y'all later, man.
Salute,
Don't be a
guys.
stranger. Hey,
Yes,
salute to
sir.
all the usual
GMT, you gonna be
suspects.
back on tomorrow or
Yes,
what? I
sir.
don't know
Yes,
your
sir.
schedule
Yes,
yet. I
sir.
just
Yeah,
Yes,
be
yeah.
I
sir.
just
It's
be popping
Mondays. It's
in.
usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And on Sundays, I'm about to get on this nigga and we won't start doing a Sunday show.
Yep.
Yeah, man, you and I go ahead and pump this channel up, man. We got to get more views up in this motherfucker, man. Y'all got some good content going on in this motherfucker. Everything is straight. Don't nobody judge nobody. So that's why I like coming and checking you guys out.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
looking
yeah.
out, man. You guys
Right
have a
on.
good night. I got to go to work in the morning.
All right,
Right on.
fellas.
That's what's up,
Hey,
Deuces.
guys.
salute to my baby mama, the mother of my kids. Love you, baby. Coco Chanel. Salute to the homie Chappelle. Nigga, you always keep it bracket. Salute to Deej, man. Who else I got? Fuck, damn,
Hold
where the
on.
fuck is all them shits is gone. But salute to everybody that came
We
through.
got Locos
Mark,
Notepad.
Punch, Locos Notepad, all the homies. Casino, nigga, you a motherfucking mess, nigga. That's why, nigga, every live is essential with your crazy ass, nigga. Even if we don't agree, nigga.
Sorry, bro. He be at me dying, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
Man,
Salute
I
to
be
Job
Nerd
he
for
got,
came
real.
through.
next job he got, he gonna be like, man, come out here to Atlanta, bro. I'm about to do this stand-up comedy, nigga. And I'm
Nah,
gonna
hell
do
no.
it. I'm
Salute
pulling
Nah,
to
up.
hell no.
Nerd. Salute to E.G. Fisker. Salute to everybody who came through, man. Y'all know as much love punch talk. Everybody who came through, man, it's always love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Salute to all the homies that didn't make it today. Heavy Bag, Blood Boxing, IOTBA, WC,
Yeah.
anybody else. If I forget your name, man, I'm sorry, man.
Salute to ILT. Big salute to ILTBA, because I ain't gonna stunt. We always give credit where credit is due. You know, this show was inspired by his topic. You know what I'm saying? So salute to ILTBA, because he be on this bullshit.
Real shit. So with that being said, let's bid this place to do. Casino, nigga. I'm gonna be ringing you shortly.
I bet.
All right, holla at y'all.
Yeah.
All right, man. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. You hear me? We out. Big screaming.